What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. We are back here for another one. Right now, I am solo dolo. Ball game is out on the road. I believe he's coming home from Cali right now. So shout out to Ball Game. And then Martin had something come up at the last minute. He said he might hop on in a bit. We'll see how that rolls. Until then, you already know what time it is. It's your boy. So guys, it's Wednesday. Usually we do this on Tuesday. So we're doing Tuesday Tua Wednesdays this week because of Monday Night Football. Initial impressions on what I saw. I mean, it wasn't as bad as people are making it out to be. Now the interception was bad, but there are like a few misses, especially when we get to it. That slant he threw on third down to Gaskin, where he kind of can opened him, and it fell incomplete. In the fourth quarter. When we get to that play, ladies and gentlemen, boy, oh boy, was Waddle ever open on the wheel. Like, I got mad at Tua when I watched it. That's the first time I ever actually said to myself, come on, Tua, you got to see that. And it's because he predetermined that slant right away. And because of that, you know what I mean? If he would have snapped his head, it would even Waddle was jumping up and down. And I was like, man, you gotta make that read, man, because you can't predetermine that one, especially with, it's Myles Gaskin. You know what I mean? It's not a 6'3", sure hands guy running a slant over the middle for you. So, and especially with how the game had gone, you would have liked for him to maybe start on the left and progress to the right, but instead he started all the way to the right. And, Waddle was on the other side all the way to the left. We'll get to it, but just stuff he needs to clean up. But, hey, it'll go in the fill room. You run it again, it's there. So it's a play I want to see be ran again. That's for sure, man. Shout out to everyone already showing up in the comments. I see Austin's here, Duke, Scotty, Lemony, Q, Scott, Norman, Troy Hicks, Andrew Harris. I think I said Q. If not, hey, what up, buddy? Vaughn 954, Jeff Fremont, the homie Wooback, Barry Bailey, SC42, Chad, Oos Juice 31, Vickin, Fred, Omar. What's going on, everyone, man? Appreciate y'all for coming out, man. VA Fins representative, shout out, man, to you. Thanks, Lemony, appreciate it. Justin Moss, what up? Gio, what's good, homie? Haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Yeah, all right. All that said, I mean, it's not a ton of film tonight. We got about 14 minutes of raw footage. But we'll give it another 5 minutes for people to get in here, and then we'll let it rip. SJ 210 923, appreciate it, homie. Green Rat 100, what up? Law 100 442, what up, homie, man? One of the guys who's been around forever, man. Actually, Law been here for a minute. Law been on the Phinside for a damn long time, man. What up, Brett? How you doing, dude? Yeah, I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes. You got any questions, I guess, for the next 5 minutes? If you have any questions you want to ask, let me know. And I'll try and answer. There's still 85 of you, so I'm sure some of you got something on your mind. We'll do a little Q&A for 5 minutes. Just give it time for people to load up here. Man. What up, Innes? How you doing, Bobby K? What up? I love how the Penguin logo is in the Waddle logo. As a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, this is amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. Seeing Waddle do the Waddle and everyone representing a Penguin with it, man. When you're a Pittsburgh Penguins, a diehard Pittsburgh Penguins fan, and a super diehard Dolphins fan, that's amazing. That's the awesome. Scotty, yeah, I do live in Canada. Yeah, Brian, I don't expect Fuller to come back at all. Green Rat, why doesn't Merritt play? I think they really trust Isaiah Ford. Everything I've been told about Isaiah Ford, he's a really smart guy. I know we haven't got the results from Albert Wilson, we wanted this year, but another reason why Albert Wilson starts is because he's a apparently very smart guy. So they really like intelligence, obviously. SJ, oh, that's a good one. Which D line is better, the Saints or the Titans? That Titans interior is no joke. Bud Dupree too, if he's healthy, man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. That is a good question. I'm gonna go with the Saints because their edge rushing duo is ridiculous. Scott, what do you think the chances are that we replace Austin Jackson with Kinley? I would have done it already. I'm not even lying to you. How many players do we have on COVID? Asked Troy Hicks. I think 4 came off. So what do we have? Like 9, I think, on COVID list right now. Bobby K says he's in the GTA. What's it? Oh, there you go, buddy. Reason. Do you think the NFL wants the Finns to make the playoffs? It'll prove the tank rebuild worked and may be tried again by others. That's a good question. I think they do because of how good of a story it would be. Like they could sell a team from 1 to 7 winning, stringing off 9 in a row. It's never happened before. They probably want the story right now. Why are we not running a fake RPO slant and then having Waddle do a double move and go fake? The problem with running deep, concepts in an RPO format is the blocking. You guys are going to get downfield and you can get hit with a illegal man downfield because I think it's only like 1 yard in the NFL, but in NCAA it's like 2 or 3 yards. I forget. What's the point with Preston Williams? Asked Justin Moss. I don't know, bro. You tell me. The guy is useless. DF, who are the offensive weapons that we should be concerned about besides AJ Brown? I was looking into it. Dante Foreman's been real hit or miss at them. I mean, they had one game against New England since Derrick Henry went down where they had 2 100-yard backs. But other than that, they've been like 30, 20-yard back committee, like in terms of everyone getting 30 or 20 yards. I'm not really overly worried. If you shut down AJ Brown, I think we can make this team one-dimensional on offense. It's how our offense is going to be against their defense. That's what worries me. But I think we can play up to their level. How many RPO run plays did we run this game? Zachary, we actually didn't run RPO as heavily as people thought. So, anyway, that's all I'll say. I didn't count, but we didn't run it as heavy as I thought. At least, I've got like 3, 4, maybe 5 plays. I charted the first 25. There's only like 33 plays, and it's low single digits, the RPO that I mentioned. Now, I'm kind of used to this offense, so I don't look for RPO, but you can count as we go. Mike asks, "Hi, reason I enjoyed your last clip. You were bang on. Keep up the good work. If we win out and the Bills lose it, okay. If we win out and the Bills lose their last 2, we win the division." Mike, if the Bills lose out and we win our last 2, we win the division. Do I know what temperature is going to be in Tennessee? I actually haven't looked yet. Will Wilkins steal another towel tonight to piss people off? I hope so. I'm calling Waddle on a sluggo. I agree. You see, there's a play. They ran him out of the backfield, right? So it's more like a V, like a cross route when you consider what backfield routes are. It's like a V cross route. And Pete Warner lost his footing because he runs the route so well. He can kill people on sluggos. Gary, I'm not worried about Ryan Tannehill. Like I said, I'm worried about their defense against our offense. Bobby K, do I think Waddle will win Rookie of the Year? I think if he breaks the rookie reception record, he got a damn good case. You know what I mean? I think Ronnie says the Dolphins already sent notices to season ticket orders about first preference for potential playoff games. Love it. 39 degrees and might be snowing on Sunday, says Jeff Fremont. Oh, boy. Oh, my Lord. I see. Will Zach Cunningham, inside linebacker, be effective? He's a beast. I like him a lot. Is Mike G being phased out? Smythe out snapped him again. Just saying. That's like 2 weeks in a row. Wall and Holland deserve Pro Bowl nods. I actually agree with that, Scotty. I think they might get in as reserves. Z-Man got his tickets for the Patriots game. Attaboy, Z-Man. Lemony, I'm not really concerned about the cover zero looks. We are getting better, and we're mixing it up more, right? Am I scared of the Titans? Reason? No, Brian. I'm scared of the situation. Like, this is the game where I don't know why, but I feel like if we win this game, we're winning out. I don't know what it is. Something in me says if we win this game on the road, I'm already not really worried about the Patriots. I'm even less worried if we win this game. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a gut feeling. K-Jax, I think Merrick can make the roster next year, no problem. They've hit him for 2 years in a row. You see that they flirted with bringing him up. So that tells you that next year you're probably going to see him up. One more training camp, you'll see him up. All right. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. We got 134 in the room. I agree with you. Michael, too, is our best quarterback since Dan Marino by like a long shot, too. Jeff Premont, I would prefer it snows. Let's run the football down their throat and let's take the ball out of Tannehill's hands. Buddy, if they got to run against us, we can shut this run game down no problem right now. I'm not worried. Taylor Lewan did come back to practice today. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's get into this. SJ, ball game is traveling back from Cali right now, and Martin said he had something come up. So Martin said he's going to join in a bit. So, and yes, Topher Mayer did have a chance at a deep ball, but Brissett did underthrow it. All right, guys. Let's get into that. Is the reason Jesse Davis still on the team because we don't have a better offensive lineman? I think so, yeah. I think so. I think they would have explored. I mean, I hope they would have explored options. Guys, smash that like button, subscribe if you'd like to donate, paypal.me/Phinside. Become a Phinside the NFL Patreon, patreon.com/Phinside the NFL. Hit the join button to become a YouTube member. Again, if you'd like to donate, you can also do so through the super chat. When you become a Patreon, just like when you become a channel member, guys, you spoke about, I had a couple questions about Jalen Waddle there. I'll be doing my Jalen Waddle film study as soon as the season done. I'm accumulating for that one because that's going to be a big deep dive, especially if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year. I think I'll probably be making a case of why he should be Rookie of the Year. So, yeah. You will get early access if you are a Patreon or a channel member. So sign up, become part of the Phinside fam. Patchvibes.com, use code Phinside, save 20% off your order. They got some new designs out that are pretty fresh. Go check them out. Backroomcollection.net, use code Reason, save 10% off your order. Got some new canvases coming out, and they got an autographs canvas signing session with Holland coming out that you can pre-order, so save 10% off your order right there. Also, if you're a Herbert fan or whatever, they have autographed canvases and visors and such from other players, not just Dolphins, and in other sports. Go check them out. And then thrivefantasy.com, use code Phinside to have every dollar up to your first 100 deposited matched by thrivefantasy.com. Deposit 50, they'll deposit 50. Deposit 25, they'll deposit and match 25, so you'd be up to 50. You know what I mean? You deposit the full 100, they'll deposit another 100 on top, so you'd be sitting on 200. thrivefantasy.com, your number one website in fantasy prop betting. Check them out. All right. With all the house cleaning taken care of, let's go ahead and let's hop in. Let's go and do this film session for y'all. All right. Let's hop into this. All right. So starting off, obviously you can see the Dolphins, they're in a 12-man pistol. Cover one press man for the Saints. You're going to see Ford is actually going to be your motion man here to that right side. And it's going to be an RPO, step back, and quick strike to Gesicki on the leak out into the flats. And we are getting some lag here, guys, right? Let me know if that's lagging for you guys in the comment section. Because I'm getting some serious lag on my end. All right, bring it back again. Yeah, lagging. Yeah. I'm shutting some stuff down. Give me a sec. All right, that should be better. All right. Yeah, so you see they motion forward. This is a true RPO here. So we start off with the RPO. You take Gesicki on that quick strike on the leak out into the flats. It's a minimal gain, not much really to this. Decent blocking. Not really much to it. Martin, what's good, buddy?
What's going on, Reason?
What's going on, brother?
Hanging, man.
A little bit of a lag, so
That's all good. It's all good. We in here, man.
All right, yeah. So we literally just started. So it's just that little leak out to Gesicki into the flats.
First play.
Yeah, first play of the game. So now we're on to that second play. It's 10-man personnel. You got Trey left, 2 in that gun with Gaskin, to his left. Saints showing cover 2 here potentially. But then you see the shift there. They're going to shift to more of a cover 1 single high look, and it's kind of crazy because you see Waddle runs a bit of a whip route right there, right?
Correct.
Yeah, breaks in on that slant and breaks the out route. But I really want to go back to there. I want people to watch Waddle. When he runs that whip, look at how he sells that inside. He does so well. Like, it's fantastic here, right? Like, he just sells it inside hard and back out on that whip, open, and, whatever, short gain, I'll take it. But when you look at the God view here, you're going to literally see Tua go through multi-level progression. You know what I mean? I like to see it here, right? You got right, left,
1, 2,
boom. Love it, man. Multi-level progression. That's not an RPO. That's the progression-based offense people are asking for right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? He just did it for you right there, and he went through 3 reads. Now, I understand we want to see more consistently, and there's going to be certain times, Martin, that me and you both noticed he was predetermined when he maybe shouldn't have been predetermined, and it cost them. You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
But I mean, that's what people want to see right there, and that's your completion. And he made the right read, in my estimation. So, we got 11-man personnel, 2 in the gun, trips bunched to the right, cover 1 man by the Saints. Waddle's going to motion into the backfield, and then he's going to come out on that sneak route. Tua's going to hit him for a strong gain up the sideline. That also draws a personal foul on Lattimore with the takedown out of bounds.
He got mad.
He got mad at the end, bro. I like the play design here, bro.
I was going to bring that up. It
the
seems
mesh
like
concept opened Waddle in that middle. Right?
Exactly. It seems like the offense has dedicated its point of attack towards Jalen Waddle, period. Like there's so many plays where they're trying to get him open. You know what I mean?
Remember later on in the game when they used him on that swing route up the right sideline, and like no one can catch up with them till he's beyond the sticks. Like and all I thought to myself was like, you know why I love that? Because no running back's going to give you that speed on that swing route out of the backfield. Like if they kept running that, like every time you run that, you're going to get near the sticks because he's just so fast. The way they designed the play. I mean, we'll get into it later, but I mean, you're seeing that the backfield usage of Waddle really increased specifically in this game.
Yes.
We've seen them flirt with it in past film studies. Now we're seeing like, okay, let's roll with it and see what we can do.
Right. And it seems more and more that Waddle is gaining the confidence of his entire team, because normally when you have a play like this, all of the receivers on the right know that they're essentially the decoys to really, draw the defense away from a outgate Waddle. And I think that shows, I mean, that in my opinion, that's a glaring sign of, damn, this kid has earned the respect of all of his, peers in that wide receiver room, for them to willingly be that decoy. Because let me tell you, everybody thinks they can make plays in the league, but when coaches draw a play specifically for players, and more in particular a rookie, that just lets you know what type of respect he kind of holds in that room. So, I every time I see plays like this, I'm like, yeah,
Bobby says,
he's receiver one. Mm-hmm.
Bobby says we have our very own Cordell Patterson. You know what I love about this, Martin?
Mm-hmm.
What's been my theme all year with the bunches?
As far as
we're not creating separation out of it in pressures, right? So they said, yo, screw it. We're not going to get the separation out of the guy in the bunch. We're going to use the whole bunch to create separation for the guy underneath the whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you see they're essentially lining 4 receivers up to the right side. If you think about it, right?
Exactly.
It's smart. Now it's technically 11-man personnel, but that's they're smart right now. Like, and you know what it tells us even more, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why did you not invest in the running back? Like, all you're telling me is like you need someone who can pass block, catch, and run the football. Like, you better make the investment this offseason, because
it's gonna happen. It has to. I mean? They know it. Mm-hmm.
Because that's also showing that we don't have a running back we can trust out of the backfield that can
to play that role.
Yeah, to play this role. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the play design here. You see, and then they sell it by motioning them back to the left, that okay, maybe they're not going to that side now.
Right.
And then boom, they go to that side anyways. And look at how he made himself skinny to get through that hole.
Yep. He's a football player. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
But that's why Lattimore was so, pretty frustrated at that last point right there. He's like, damn, this is dude we supposed to not let get the ball. He just got the ball, because that's who he's guarding right there. You see him 23?
Yep.
And he got bundled up. He's like, damn.
He's like, he sold it and I bought it.
Yep.
What a
throw the flag, bro. No, that's it. That's what's up, man. I like the play design, bro.
Yeah, and I just want to go back here for what I'm talking about. I just want to show the overhead view of it. So when me and Martin are talking about the mesh concept, right? So what you're seeing here is, okay, I want you to look. You're seeing on the left side at the 30 right here, I believe that's Gesicki, right? Gesicki's running the one drag, and then you're going to have Parker on the inside of that trips. He's going to run the other drag. And when you have two drags overlapping each other, essentially, that's what you call a mesh. You have one guy coming underneath, the other guy coming right over top of him. That's what we mean, guys, when we talk about a mesh concept. And it, look at the confusion it caused there. And you got two guys, everyone's trailing, you know what I mean? So I like the play design, man. Like I said, I like how I was complaining about the play design earlier in the season, but now I'm starting to say there's wrinkles I like. So that shows me they're evolving and they're seeing things, and I got to give them credit for that. You know what I mean? So, all right. So again, 11-man personnel, 2 in the gun, trips bunched right. The Saints are giving like it's a quarters look right now.
Yeah, looks like quarters.
Yeah, Waddle's in the backfield to his left in the gun again, and
same formation, same motion, pretty much.
And they're gonna run the mesh concept again too, right? But pressure, but the mesh is now gonna come outside. See, instead of Parker on the inside running the mesh, they went from Gaskin on the outside running the mesh, and look how much cleaner it is now because it's not as tight, right?
I've seen that a lot this game,
and we see Tua's footwork already. He's not great while he's backing up, but that's because he's already preparing for this pressure that's coming right up the middle. Because Dieter got beat, and 53 for the Saints. He looped on the stunt back into the A gap. Jackson late to pick it up.
Yeah. Right,
Off balance.
right
Yeah.
read, but pressure was bearing down on him so
Yeah.
much that he couldn't, make the
Off
precise throw.
balance.
But
Yeah. Off
but
balance
look,
off
but press
platform.
pause right there. If we can get right back to the line of scrimmage on the God view.
Okay. Yeah.
If you see what New Orleans Saints did this game, which was pretty much what they copied and pasted what the Bills did week 2 versus us. How
Mhm.
they have one guy lined up right in front of the center as like a
Over
nose
the nose.
tackle,
Over the
and
nose. Yeah.
then you see the 2 defensive ends. They're literally rushing towards that right side right now. Nobody is over Jackson. So in Jackson's case, he knows Dieter has that one-on-one and he has to work inside out. So he's basically playing off of that, hands down defensive end. But it's also Liam Eichenberg's, obligation and his duty to let him know, hey man, there's another rusher here too.
Yeah.
So just be aware of that, potential stunt. But I don't know what happens with that communication, but it was never
Jackson
picked up.
cannot pick up.
And
Jackson cannot pick up stunts for the
right,
Lions.
right,
That's the
right.
theme from last year, right? He struggled with it
Exactly,
last year.
exactly. But the
Hunt's gotten
Saints
better
played.
at it. Hunt's got a little bit better at it.
Mm-hmm.
Davis is still a disaster overall in this game. Dude, that guy is in Tua's lap so much more than freaking Tua's towel, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Didn't you
That's a
notice
good
every
point, bro.
time? I stopped making the notes because I was like, he's in his lap. He's in his lap. He's in his. I was like, this guy is, bro. He is, man. There's one club move. I think it's like Davenport or Cameron Jordan. They make a club move on Davis, and it's like
Embarrassing.
ridiculous. It's
I
the
know.
worst hands in the world. Anyways, continue on. Sorry.
No, but you're making all solid points, bro. And I was just pointing out the specific of the alignment that the Saints ran this game, which was very smart. Spread the down lineman out, and then bring stunts that they know guys like Austin Jackson just always fail to pick up and realize post snap. So it's just
Dieter got beat
rough.
too pretty hard. Look at
I think Dieter. I think
the swim move went right by him right there. And then he's on the inside too.
But if you go back to Robert Hunt right there too, right? Robert Hunt's man essentially is number 20. That's pretty much lined up towards the right Warner, right?
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be his guy if he comes. But as soon as he doesn't come,
he doesn't
immediately
have his head on a swivel. He does not have his head on a swivel.
Yeah, he has to immediately go to that dub to keep that that interior as clean as possible.
Buddy, I'd be looking at Davis before Dieter too if I was in the middle. But I think
I feel you, bro.
If his head was more on a swivel as he was moving back, I think he would have saw this.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
He does look at. He doesn't even see him until he's past them.
Man,
so you got to keep your head on a swivel there, Robert.
I'm with you, man. That was just it was good play by the Saints as far as what they dialed up as a pass rush. But we still have to improve on that as a collective, protecting group, because we need to convert those type of plays.
Yeah. Because even off platform, he missed Gaskin on that drag by like a hair.
Yeah.
So
it was
frustrating.
Close.
11-man personnel. You got 2 in the gun. Duke Johnson. Duke to his right.
That's a cover 2 under.
Yep. Tua wants Waddle on the slant here. But Waddle is absolutely abused, and he's going to draw that PI all day. And if you look at it here, when we go to the God view, bro, Davenport, Davenport here, bro, over Eichenberg, nighty night, just boom, boom, boom.
Jeez.
Look at that, look at the hands, bro. Just the more pop in those hands than a can of soda, bro, and. Look at just kept him off balance on his heel, just pop, pop, pop. Good hand placement by Davenport, and Eichenberg is just a boy amongst a man right now. Look at Eichenberg's hands are down underneath. He's got he's already losing the leverage battle. And he's just driving them at his will.
And I'll make a point, man. People were saying, well, the Saints are missing this player, the Saints are missing that player. The 2 key players on this defense is Davenport and Cam Jordan.
And they're interior. And they ain't missing that. Someone asked me earlier, who's got the better front four, the Titans and the Saints? and it's tough.
It's
But
the
I went with
Saints.
the Saints because
Yeah, it's the Saints.
they got one of the best edge combos in the league right now. Like,
Yes, absolutely.
and their interior is no joke. Now I get the Titans have a better interior,
I
but
love I love Simmons, bro.
yeah, so do I. But that edge combo is ridiculous,
I
and
know.
you saw it on full display against us. It was kind of ridiculous. Like, people need to. I know need to relax on saying things have been fixed because I'm still seeing Tua getting the ball out real quick,
Right,
and we're still seeing both tackles consistently on his lap and we're
right,
both seeing lapses in the interior still. This is
right.
not, you know what? I know they've been really good over the last 6-7, last 6 weeks, I believe it is.
Yeah, yeah.
5-6 weeks, I think, like, they rank in the top 10 in pass block win rate when up until that point they were 32nd.
Right.
But people need to realize scheme is helping that right now big time.
Say
You know what I
say
mean?
that. Say
And
that too.
Tua's quick trigger and release is helping it big time too.
Mm-hmm.
Again, what do we always say, Martin? Context.
Yeah.
Don't just say, "Oh, now they're blocking better." Why are they
Nah.
blocking better?
Right.
Because when you watch the tape, you will see these guys did not get good overnight, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? It's not happening. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
I'm
I
I'm
think
with
Hunt
you.
settling in better at guard.
I I
I think
I
he's settling in.
and reason, bro, you brought this up way like over a calendar year ago, bro. When you said Robert Hunt is a Pro Bowl right guard, why are we
Yeah,
playing him at right tackle?
yeah.
I'm seeing more and more film on him and just certain plays that this guy makes. I'm like, yeah, that's a Pro
Next year
Bowler
he's gonna
within
be
the next
ridiculous.
within the
Yeah,
next
yeah, yeah.
1 or 2 years.
I
So
think I
mm,
think honestly, him and Tua are gonna take massive leaps next year. And the leap Waddle takes next year, we can only imagine. But I
right.
think I look at this line, bro, and Kinley would have already got a chance at left guard for me. I think
Mm,
the only starters we have on this line are Dieter and Robert Hunt.
mm. Like
And
coming into next season.
notice how I know you watched the broadcast.
Hmm.
Notice how we were having a ton of success running to them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I
Hmm.
think they're the only legitimate, well-rounded pass blocking and run blocking guys we have right now.
Those two in the middle are time and time again. I look at them and I'm like, there's no way I'm starting anybody over them per what they've shown on film for
Yeah,
the Miami Dolphins. There's no need to do that. But everybody else, clearly they need a lot more work. And we got Austin Jackson where he is right now.
yeah.
He's been there for the entire win streak. So I want to see how he, figures out, things instead of just, being a test dummy, essentially. So,
Yeah, exactly.
mhm.
All right, we got 11-man personnel. We got two in the gun. Johnson to his left. Saints look like they're showing cover one press man.
Yep. Mhm.
Is it going to be RPO? Someone asked me before we went live, I think it was Z-Man, how much RPO we ran. And were you kind of surprised at how little RPO we ran?
Yeah, it wasn't much RPO.
Yeah,
Everything was about mismatches. Really, it wasn't really
exactly.
too much
Agree.
RPO. There was a lot of just
Yeah,
handing the ball off, and
yeah,
then certain things like that, but
yeah.
not
I
much.
agree. Yeah, I think it's like low single digits I charted. I want
Mm,
to say I only charted like 4 or 5, maybe. So this
it's
is
a
an
good
RPO
sign.
example.
Hmm.
And this is kind of like a bubble screen to Waddle, and it's gonna go in the slot for the middle gain. Now watch the right tackle Davis on this. Clearly the play design was him to shoot out, right?
Yeah.
And he's not fleet of foot, he's not athletic enough. I saw this
Correct.
when it was live during the broadcast that he didn't get there in time.
Right.
And
Right.
because the design is good, but this works better with like a Wirfs or like a Panay Sewell.
Or
This,
Abraham Lucas.
yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, you gonna tell me about my boy. You know what I'm saying? And
I
this,
know. I know. Right?
and Davis just isn't good enough. I mean, I don't know what else to say, bro. I
Look,
looked
and
at it and I was like, oh, he's not good enough. Okay, cool.
but as coaches, they've already seen this specific type of blocking on film by
Yeah,
Davis, and
yeah.
for them to go back to it like he's improved
And
is
he
it's
did do
like
it last time
why?
too when he did it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
he
that.
like
Yeah, yeah,
like the exact same play, and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
look, man, we got to stop fooling ourselves. The number one player that we have that can get out there like that
It's
and really do
Jackson.
damage is Austin Jackson.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those are the
And
type
he's
of
on the
things you have to
interior.
etch out
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Like you can even do like a play action pulling guard play,
Yeah.
and then have that action happen again, and then he'll go over there and just blast that defender out the way, and then he'll do his thing.
You gotta have Waddle lined up a little closer.
Exactly, to pull that one off. Yeah.
Pull that one off. But I agree with
motion the man, or
because remember we were pulling last week, right? Remember we were pulling a lot with the guards.
Yeah,
In
to
RPO
double team,
situations or whatever the case maybe was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you 110%, man. Good call.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, Davis, what do you expect? Nothing but disappointment, bro. Give me a break. All right.
Lord, man.
Empty set. It's like one man personnel here. 0-1 personnel. So Saints show cover 2 man.
That's a good nickname.
They were Shane.
Saints.
Yeah, the Saints, bro. Waddle motions. By the way, I just gotta say, we won't get deep into it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you peep that new Nas?
New Nas?
He just dropped one on Christmas Eve. Check it out. We'll talk about it after we're done, bro.
I got you.
All right. What? Because currency dropped too. We got to talk about that. Waddle motions.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's 2 man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cover 2 man. Tua is gonna watch. If you look at his eyes right here, he's gonna look off DVP almost immediately.
Mm-hmm.
While Waddle look at flat-footed. Catches Robbie flat-footed. Because if you actually watch, you know what Robbie's eyes? I was like, what's Robbie's problem here? Robbie's problem here is his eyes. Robbie gets caught looking at Tua's eyes here, and Waddle just watch. Ready? I'll show you why. Look at
blue.
That's why, bro. If you watch him the whole time, he's not watching Waddle. His eyes, he's watching Tua, bro. He's watching Tua still right there. He's not watching Waddle. Waddle just absolutely catching him flat-footed right here on his out route. And this is a great throw because look at. Did you notice? Okay, here's the other thing too. Okay, guys, see the guy with the gold gloves here lined up over. This is Hollins, right? Hollins or Gesicki? I think it's Gesicki actually.
Where at?
Right here.
Oh yeah. Chauncey Gardner. Yeah.
Yeah, Chauncey Gardner Johnson's over. That's Gesicki, right?
Mm-hmm. That's him.
Okay, so I get them mixed up because they both had the orange gloves on. So, okay, watch him. Now I brought it back. Okay, so we've shown you how Robbie got caught flat-footed. Now let's go deeper. This is why this is such an impressive throw for me. Chauncey Gardner Johnson does not bite at all
on
Gesicki's short out. He is not sold at all. So watch the window that it turns into for this throw. Watch the guy with the yellow gloves in the slot right now, Chauncey Gardner Johnson. Watch his head. You're going to see his eyes. All right?
Just under the 40.
Yeah. Look at. He's not buying, bro.
Right.
He's still locked in on Tua. He is not buying. Still not buying.
He shuffled out. He shuffled out for that out route, but he wasn't threatened by it at all.
No, and look at how quickly he's able to break on that throw because he didn't totally buy on it.
Right.
And look at the window Tua fits that in. Boom.
Tight window.
That is a really good throw by Tua Tagovailoa.
And reason we were all discussing this last week. Jalen Waddle on this turf is just he is gliding. He is gliding into his routes, bro.
Yeah, it's
gliding into his routes. But if there's anything I want to mention as far as the reads and the throw, I think this was the right read, right throw.
Yeah, I agree.
But once Tua really starts feeling himself and feeling, his receivers, the offense, etc., I guarantee you, bro, he's gonna have to start taking those shots too towards where Mac Hollins is at the top.
Yeah,
because Mac, that's essentially a one-on-one when you have that safety, pretty much his body position and is trying to play Jalen Waddle in the slot. If he feels it, whether it be with reps or what have you, Tua's he's gonna find a way to take those type of shots with Mac Hollins if the defense cheats like that. But regardless, right read, right throw. I loved every minute of this. The only thing I didn't like was the protection.
and you know what's crazy? I think he saw on the surface. That's why he made the throw he made to Hollins later on, because he gets a similar matchup. Right? That 40 yard.
Oh, yeah.
Similar matchup. I think he must have got that surface on the sideline, saw it, and
watch
they said,
the safeties.
Hey, watch that. Exactly. And he got it again and he hit it. But also I wanted to add here too. Let's go to the God view, brother. Can I say this? When you watch Tua's pocket movement here and protection of the football, 2 hands on it, isn't this not this is elite footwork and presence and maneuverability in the pocket, bro. Like, just
Textbook
watch.
top shelf.
Oh my God, and his mechanics are beautiful. It's like, this is Tuscaloosa Tua when you watch him in the pocket here. And I'm going to show people what I'm talking about. It's honestly, man, this is the stuff that, bro, this is the sexy stuff when you watch film, bro.
And to be honest, bro, every time I watch Tua nowadays, bro, it's like, man, once this guy gets his confidence back, you know, and obviously,
oh, look at that.
That was just a perfect,
look at that,
perfect timing.
Just look at how he protects the ball when he moves up. Ready? Stay 2 hands calm. On the ball. Look at that. Steps up, steps into it. Oh, yeah. Look how quickly he reset and triggered out, bro. Look at, steps up, reset, boom. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, I look like Randy Marsh right now in the computer room. What? Like, you just look at that and you're like, oh my God, that's special.
That was legit. Yeah.
Maneuverability, man.
That was legit, man.
Like, oh.
And and again, bro, there's gonna be a point in time where once Tua gains full confidence, I think we're gonna have something on our hands as far as a real operator in the backfield that just dissects defenses, bro.
Cerebral from assassin, the pocket. Bro.
It's coming. I believe it's coming.
Yeah, bro. We've seen him. You know what I mean?
Too many flashes.
Yeah, we need this. We just once this, bro. You know, it's crazy. Everyone wants to see consistency, but once this thing gets consistent and all put together, yo, y'all ain't gonna want to trade him. That's the thing, bro. You know what I mean? And it's coming. It's just coming. I'm telling you, it's taking a little bit longer because of what he has around him, from on field to the sidelines. And I'm not necessarily talking about Flores there. I'm talking about, like, you know, I'm not a fan of Stoonesville and how the running game, how they handled the running game over the past couple weeks. I'm also, the whole time, I think, you know, Lemuel Jean-Pierre should not have a job. So, you know, I think once we get a veteran coach that some of these young guys can lean on the offensive line, and we get more of a better veteran presence, because Jesse Davis sure as shit is no veteran presence on the offensive line. Because if I'm Eichenberg, if I'm Jackson, if I'm Dieter, if I'm Hunt, he's the last guy I'm leaning on. And if once we get some more veteran presence on that offensive line, from the sideline to the actual line itself, man, I think you're going to see sky's the limit, man, because the guy's making it work. Like, we talk about him making
with chaos.
I want people to realize we talk about him making big throws to Mac Hollins, big throws to Isaiah Ford. Like, do people not realize these are the same type of quality of weapons that caused Tom Brady to pack his bags in New England and go for much greener pastures, and much loaded pastures
in Tampa.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, this guy's on a rookie contract. He can't
pack his bags.
Home, you know what I mean? So, anyways, I'm not trying to make excuses. Just is what it is, my friend.
I know.
So now we got 12 Dolphins in the 12-man personnel pistol. Lindsey behind Tua. Saints showing that cover 2-man look. And we're gonna watch as Gesicki is going to motion to that right side. And this is a nice. Okay, I want to see this more, especially on third down, Martin. This bootleg. He's so. Did you know he has over an 80% completion percentage, 5 touchdowns, and no interceptions on bootlegs to the left?
Yes.
Give me this instead of the Jacoby Brissett package?
I agree.
On third down. Anyway,
I agree.
He's gonna bootleg to the left. Smythe gets free on that drag. Tua hits him, easy completion, decent gain on left sideline. Do this on third down more, Martin, please. Look at the leak out.
I wish I had pull in the Dolphins organization. I got you, but this is what they do, man.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, that stuff's gonna guarantee you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards a time. You're gonna get potentially 5 to 8 yards each time with that.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, man.
Exactly.
Especially when you're got Smythe out there who looks like he's gonna engage and then he leaks out. Like, you're gonna get it. You can give them so many different looks with that. You know what I mean? Like, imagine running that package out of the pistol and Waddle is there instead of Lindsey, and you can
Mm.
bootleg to your left, fake the sweep, or fake the handoff to him like you're going to give it to him, bootleg to the left, come back across the body on the screen, bro. There's stuff you can do. I'm just saying, like, there's so many wrinkles with the bootleg you can do. Anyways, so now Dolphins 12-man personnel pistol.
Bro, my bad reading, bro. When you were saying that, bro, yeah, I felt like Step Brothers, bro. Like when they was building the the bunk, so many activities.
Yeah, so many activities.
Like we could do so much with this
so much
offense, bro.
Yeah, especially now that they're giving this look with Waddle consistently in the backfield. I mean, later on in the game, they go with that split back look out of the gun, and they have Smythe, I believe it's Smythe and Waddle back there with them, right? So there's even more you can run out of that, bro. You know what I mean?
I know,
so, anyways, so Dolphins 12-man personnel pistol, Lindsey behind Tua. Smythe is your wing back. You got two receivers. We're stacked to the right, but they're gonna motion Waddle, and it's gonna show the Saints are in a man too high look. It's an RPO play, and Smythe just leaks out into those flats. Boom.
That's how you want it.
And Tua finds a good amount of space in front of him, eh?
That's how you want it. And I think this was like a legitimate RPO.
Yeah,
because he rolled that out to the very last second, pulled it, and then found this guy, man.
You know what I said to myself when I watched this, though? I'm going to run it from this view. Imagine if Gesicki was confident enough blocker that we could use him in the situation without selling it could be a pass. Look at all that space he could have had in front of him. That type of athlete, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, man, nice first down either way.
And to be real, the more I watch Gesicki and Smythe, and I'm just looking at how the offense is going in the film. I think we're gonna sign Smythe before we re-sign Gesicki.
I agree, and they drafted him. So Dolphins 12-man personnel pistol. Lindsey behind two again. One receiver split to each side. Saints cover one man. And honestly, bro, I'm so. I like Tommy Lee Lewis. I'm sad he's out for the season.
What happened to Tommy Lee?
You remember that? Remember that hit he takes later in the game, where he takes that hit out of bounds?
I can't remember that play.
Well, when we get to it, I'll show you. But he took a hit out of bounds. Like when he got hit out of bounds, he landed on his hip and he's out for the season.
Wow.
So Tommy Lee motions to the right. He's going to come out on the wheel route. This is a legitimate RPO again. Now, Tua sees the coverage is good. So he tries to back shoulder Tommy, but the chemistry isn't there.
Yeah.
And the ball placement is a little too much towards the sideline. Like, this is a Parker throw.
Right.
And Lewis looks as if he wasn't expecting to adjust the route at all. And he
slips.
True.
That's true.
It's incomplete, but it's actually, guess what? It's incomplete, but it's a damn good thought process by
Tua. Right read, coverage gave it to you, back shoulder.
He read. I like the read. It's just the execution. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and to be honest, his
execution
footing,
on both sides, not just him.
Exactly. Like his footing was so to the point where he knows he doesn't have a true, kind of chemistry with Tommy Lee Lewis. Like when you see Tua's footing on this play, you're like, okay, yeah, he's still trying to learn how to coordinate his footsteps with Tommy Lee's footsteps and, his motion with Tommy Lee's body, positioning. Like it's a real process and you have to do it with reps. So you can tell that this is just one of those plays where Tua just, he did everything right except, connect with that throw. Yeah, right read, everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Right idea for where the ball was supposed to go in terms of placement on the back shoulder.
Exactly.
It's just the chemistry isn't there. That's the problem. And I like Tommy Lee Lewis after I watched this game. I was like, he offers us more than Grant. I don't know why.
Right.
Because he's just as speedy, but I don't know why. I think he's a savvier route runner. And I think he got better hands than Jakeem Grant.
I believe so. Yeah. I like Tommy Lee. I like Tommy Lee, man. He played for the Saints. When he was with the Saints, he was making some noise, man.
Yeah,
but
is what it is. So, like you said, incomplete, but good thought process. Yeah. Honestly, I'm sad that this man
is out for the year.
Yeah, I'm sad.
The odds of that, bro.
Because the kick returner, right? Like you noticed how hesitant Holland was to return, right? Like Holland didn't want no part of that just in case, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
rightfully so. None of us want him returning, right? But like Tommy Lee gave us a dynamic ability and he was actually useful as a receiver.
Right.
Because he's bigger than Grant too, right? Like he's small, but he's bigger than Grant.
Yes, I believe so.
So 11-man personnel, 2 in the gun, Lindsey to his left. Got your Trey right there. Cover
It was
3.
like a cloud 6,
Yeah,
cover 2 at the bottom, cover 4 at the top.
But they kind of shift into a cover 1 man look before the snap.
Okay.
So watch, see?
There it goes. Yep. There it goes right there.
Right. Safety moves up into the box.
Man free.
And now you got Gesicki on that drag route. It's going to come wide open over the middle. Tua takes it. Gesicki makes 1 man miss, tries to make another. This is the toughest short yardage
so
game
hard.
you'll ever see, bro. Like unnecessary, bro. Just
I was laughing so hard when I saw this live,
trying
bro.
to blow an ACL for an extra yard, bro. Like, are we serious right now? And it's not like, yo, you do that if you're at like the goal line, bro.
Right.
Man's doing it at like the 15. Like, what's going on?
Gesicki a wild boy, man.
He's been hanging out with Albert Wilson too much, bro. Look at this.
Dude,
I'm at the 15, flip. Bro. Let me get to the 14. Come on, bro. You're not on the like goal line. This guy.
That was so funny,
this
bro.
Guy.
But still a positive play.
If I'm not going to get the fantasy stats, at least I'll look good trying.
Man. Positive play, though.
Who does this guy think he is? He's jumping into the pool? This guy's too much.
Bonsai.
You know?
This was a play where I was like, man, we missed one on this one a little bit.
Oh, we missed 2 on this one. So empty set, 2 in the gun, Trey left, 2 receivers to the right. Saints showing cover 2 thanks to the motion here. Right there. Okay. Tua, he's gonna have his eyes on Gesicki right here, up that team on that skinny post. Which was also a great read, but Eichenberg and Jackson are a disaster on the left side. It is, and it's crazy. If Tua had Parker as his first read on that corner, bro, you got Parker as soon as he breaks off the stem, dude. Watch Parker. Look at off that, and he's running a corner.
Yeah.
Like you got the seam on that skinny.
Yep.
Or you got that corner because that safety, I still like that matchup. I just roped that bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That seam though.
And DVP can body dudes. So.
Yeah, exactly. You know, or I could put it up for him just to go up and get it because he'll probably come down with it, right? So I got 2 options right here. His eyes are locked on Gesicki. The problem is, look at this right now.
Yeah.
If you would have given him this pocket, he makes his throw. Oh, but we got a good offensive line, right? So
at times we do.
Yeah, 10% of the game we do. So Eichenberg, you know, there you go. You got the stunt. No one cleans it up. And opportunity. Great effort by
Waddle. Yeah, he's always around the ball like that, bro. When bad things happen. But okay, so again, I'm only gonna say, this play in particular, I probably would have took that shot with Gesicki
right away
as soon as the ball touched my hands because
as soon as you got to the top
Warner is not the athlete that can elevate high enough to make a play on that football with Gesicki bending inside the middle like that. That safety towards the the opposite hash. I don't think he was gonna make a play on that. Rewind that for me. Okay. So the safety towards the right side right there. I didn't think he was gonna make a play on Gesicki. As soon as Tua sees that cover 2, he gets the ball in his hand. He sees Warner stagnant, just flat-footed. Man, just go ahead, let Gesicki get that alley-oop right there. At the very least, it's gonna be like a first down, potentially touchdown ball. Like I would just give it to him right there. You know, because the middle is just asking.
You had either guy really. I know he did. The thing is, we're focusing on Gesicki because that's where his eyes are.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But
Mm,
I mean, if you would have started, you would have had either guy here if you wanted it. But I agree. I would have balled Gesicki right there. As soon as I got
yeah.
to the ball and he's at the top of his drop, bam,
Mm-hmm.
right out.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think the way the play is designed is for you to go like Gesicki and that drag coming underneath with Waddle, I
yeah,
believe.
yeah,
But since Warner is right there, Warner was the main read, and because he was flat-footed,
yeah.
Gesicki has to be that read that you just don't hesitate, read it,
And
let
he
the ball
wanted
go.
it, and I think it was
Hmm.
gonna come out. But the
Yeah,
problem is, like, if this breakdown on the left side would have been to his
it might
blind
have
side,
startled him. It might have startled him a little bit.
if
Yeah.
that breakdown would have been to his blind side and he didn't see it,
Hmm.
he probably wouldn't even have moved up.
Potentially, you're right.
You
You're
know what I
right,
mean?
man.
So there you
Ah,
go. He moves up because
yeah.
the guy's right in your face.
Yes.
And when you see it in real time, you know what I mean? Bang, it's got to be out. But when you see it in real time, as soon as you get to the top of your drop, he's there. He's coming.
Yeah.
He's bearing down on you, right?
Yeah.
And then when you look at it from the angle here, we'll go with the God view for a sec.
Look at what the Saints
Okay,
D line is doing.
look at how they're
Look
spread
at
out.
the alignment is like they're trying to confuse that inside out
Yeah,
concept
yeah.
with Dieter and Hunt right now. They know that they have to go towards that double team towards the left right there. But when you have two linemen and a defensive lineman splitting that gap between those two, that guy on the outside by himself, he has a free range to do whatever he wants
Mhm,
per what those linemen, do as far as reaction to that guy right in front of them. So
mhm,
it's just it was well played by Dennis Allen, bro, as far as
mhm.
putting that type of front out against this offensive line that they know is young and can be confused by such a lineman. So hats off to the
Um,
Saints defense too.
Watch here too. If you watch Jackson, I believe it is here. Watch
Hmm.
Jackson. Look at the club. Just swiped away. Like just
Mm.
boom.
Like Kung Fu Joe.
Look at that. Just
Yeah.
bleh, just right on top, just down. Yeah,
Yeah.
just boom. Get out of here, kid. Oh, and that's why
But
he was
but
trying to recover, right? And because he was
yes,
trying to recover, that's why he wasn't able to take Davenport on that spin. Because
right.
he's so busy about look at now his body's turned. He wants to recover because he know he's
Mm.
given that B gap.
Exactly.
And Eichenberg, because he's given that B gap, that man stretches his arm out 93 and takes Eichenberg out of the Davenport situation. Davenport
Exactly.
just spins off and he's free, and Tua
Oof.
walks up into it, and the ball is out. Great effort by
A-
Waddle to get back.
if you can go back to that play right there at the God view real quick, this is one of the plays where I was like, okay, in about a year or so,
Mhm.
Robert Hunt will be a Pro Bowler. Look at what he does to our man Cam Jordan right there. Look at what he
Picks him
get out
up.
the club,
He
son.
picked him up. They did
Yes.
it on both sides, and he actually picked
Yes.
him up.
I
That's the difference
love
between Austin Jackson and Hunt. Both guys have
exactly.
moved out from tackle into the interior, and Hunt's actually showing you progress.
Exactly.
Jackson's still a disaster.
Exactly. Exactly.
Robert Hunt is good, man. I'm telling you, he's going to be good.
No,
He,
nobody just moves Cam Jordan like that, bro.
no, man.
And
And
people
yo,
don't understand that.
bro, you're right. He said, get out of the club and push him out the front door, bro.
Hmm.
Like,
That was a legit rep for him that he can be proud of.
that is a big rep. Yep. Boom. Look at that. Just back off
Hmm.
balance. Beautiful.
Hmm.
Yeah. Great
That's a
work.
Pro Bowler right there, bro.
That is a Pro Bowler. I agree.
Mm.
Um. All right. So we got 11-man personnel. Two in the gun. Gaskin to his left. Saints cover one man. This is just a jet toss to Tommy Lee Lewis, who has blazing speed, and he gets some good blocking from Smythe and Gaskin to the left
Hmm.
for that first down. I think this is where he hurt his hip. Watch. This is where watch the
Yeah,
hit he
yeah,
takes on the
yeah, yeah.
sideline. This is where he hurt his hip.
And he was
He
moving
came down on
too.
it right there. Yeah, yeah. So we didn't see him in the game after that. That was his
And that
last rep. And now
by
Tommy Lee Lewis is out for the rest of the season.
by the way, that play is another reason why I'm saying Durham Smythe will be re-signed
Oh, bro, his block on
before
that
Mike
play is.
Gesicki.
Oh my God, Durham Smythe's clear out block on this play. Look at this. Look at
Get
it.
out.
Pancakes, bro.
Get out. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at Durham Smythe opened that hole, man.
We
Durham
got to
Smythe
re-sign him.
is going to be a priority over Mike Gesicki. I 100%
unfortunately, yes,
yeah,
that's gonna happen.
that's
Yeah.
just what it is. He's
Mhm.
more essential to what they want to do.
Exactly.
So you got 10-man personnel. Trey Wright, you got Gesicki split to the left there. 2 in the gun, Gasky to his left.
That
Go
looks
ahead,
like that looked like cover 2 under.
Yep.
Man. So
Yep. And Tua makes the right read here. Everything downfield is going to be covered, so he's going to check down to Gaskin on that swing route. He's going to get a decent gain.
that's a perfect read.
Yeah,
that was a first down too, man.
Yeah, it was.
The
I don't care
ref,
what anyone tells me, bro.
Yeah,
This is
the ref
the
kind of
first down.
missed.
We were all blowing our heads gaskets about, guys.
Right. He made the effort to stretch
Yeah, he
forward with the
got it.
football while he was still in bounds.
Like, let's see this. Yeah, that's a first, man.
Yeah.
That's a first. And guys, remember how this drive ended, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a first. I don't care what anyone tells me, because remember, this is the drive that ended in the 3rd and 12 Wildcat, isn't it? No. How did this drive end? Because I remember we did.
I think
Oh,
it
this
ended
is
with
the
penalty.
Jacoby. No, this is the Jacoby.
Oh,
We go for
yeah,
a 3rd and 1
yeah.
Jacoby package after this.
Yeah. And it was a punt after that.
Look at, he got the first, man. You can't tell me no different. Great effort by Gaskin.
Agreed.
The zebras screw us.
Terrible.
Zebra. Yeah, bro. I used to call them that all the time. Hockey and football, I'd call them the zebras. So the zebras screw us hard. That's a first. Yeah. Are you crazy, bro?
That's a first. Look at that. Look at that.
That is a first down.
Bad spot, man.
Bad spot.
I mean, but we were, you know what? But I think the reason why the referees kept, doing us greasy, with the penalties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is because they know we overmatched
them. Run it.
We about to run it up. It was about to be like 40-0.
Let us run it up, though. I don't give a shit, bro. We need that for our confidence, man.
I know.
Because if you look at that drive, right? We were driving there, and then you look at the phantom Liam Eichenberg holding call. We were driving there. That's 14 points potentially left on the board.
Right.
The 3 points from Sanders. People are like, oh, Sanders, why are you harping on him? He missed a 59-yarder. It's not easy. The reason why I'm harping on him is because when they called their timeout, he hit it right down the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. If when they would have iced him, he didn't hit it, and then he missed it again. Okay, I can see your point. But the guy hit it like right down the middle when they iced him.
Right.
Come on, bro. And it's not even just that one kick. He's been so inconsistent all year. And what have I said, Martin? I'm worried.
Come week 18.
Yeah. I'm worried that we're gonna come to a situation where Sanders matters, and he's gonna choke on it like it's a chicken bone, bro.
Poop the bed like a baby. Yeah, I know,
there you
man.
go. So here's that split back gun formation we were talking about earlier. Technically 20-man personnel with Waddle and Smythe in the backfield. You're gonna see hit Gaskins receiver. He's gonna motion inside there, cover 1 by the Saints,
and then they bounce out to cover 3 from the snap. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Waddle out of the backfield is gonna run like a V or a cross route out of the backfield, and that's gonna cause Warner to lose his footing because he passes off Gesicki right there.
Wow!
And look at, boom, he slips. Look at that throw. Good identification.
Yeah.
Good read. Good throw by Tua, because that was an absolute dart.
Right. First down.
And this is, I love it, baby. And Waddle falling forward. Look at that. Love it, man.
And normally after we convert on 3rd down with the first down like this, it just starts pouring on to the point where, we know we're going to score on this drive. And obviously this phantom penalty, even when you see it on the God view, right, with Liam Eichenberg.
Yeah.
He didn't even touch the guy.
It's actually a good.
He didn't even do his job.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't even do his job, bro.
Look, he just kept him to the outside, and then
he didn't touch him.
Yeah.
Didn't touch him at all. Threw the flag.
How does look at the one time Eichenberg doesn't do his job,
and we needed him not to.
And then he keeps the man outside just enough for that throw to be complete. Because I mean, again, he did just enough for Tua to get rid of it.
Right.
It was a bad rep. I mean, when you're turned around like that and your back is towards the end zone, never a good rep. And yet Tua's quick release, quick trigger, boom, it's out. So and Waddle took a lump at the end there too. I don't know, man. We like even when Eichenberg doesn't get a penalty, he can't do anything right. You know what I mean? Like
rookie, but he got to get it together for real, man.
Yeah, 10-man personnel to a gun. Gaskin is to his left.
That looks like almost like a cloud 6 right there.
Yeah.
2 at the top, 4 at the bottom.
And then you have it's just gonna be a slant here to Waddle, who's gonna fight forward for a nice gain. Man, the guy's so reliable. Like, look at that, the fight. He's so special,
Right.
man. Like,
Right.
I'm so proud of that call, bro. Like, I am so proud of that draft call. I'm sorry. The kid is a legitimate.
He's a football. He's a football player with track speed and just the dog mentality, bro. Like
he's okay. It goes back to all my saying. Give me football players that are athletes, not athletes trying to be football players. That's what he is. Bro.
That is key.
Balaj
that is
was
vital.
Kalen Balaj was an athlete trying to be a football player.
That is, say that again. You know what I mean?
So technically 10-man personnel with Waddle in the backfield. They're running that trips with Waddle in the backfield again. Trips bunch to the left. Saints cover one man. Waddle's gonna motion now to Tua's right side in the gun. There you go. And he's going to run a swing route out of the backfield.
Wide open.
And look at this is what I was talking about. Remember, I was talking about earlier about when he ran the swing route and it's undefendable.
Yes.
Like how do you defend this? It's indefensible. How do you defend this?
These are
perfectly in stride for the extra yards he needs after the catch and the first down. But look at the speed that's coming out. This isn't that is a swing route you run with a running back, and look at what they're doing there. Like you look at that and it's ridiculous, bro. Like Warner, everyone 52 there. What are you gonna do? Even Jerome Baker, who's got, I always praise Jerome Baker. The one thing I always praise him for is his sideline pursuit speed.
Yes.
He would have a problem with this, bro, if you had him in the middle. Because look at the release he's getting out of the backfield. That's in perfect stride. Like that is, give me the bootlegs. Give me that stuff on third down. Dead this Brissett package. I mean, you saw the Saints knew exactly what was coming, and Brissett was dead to rights when he bootlegged out.
Period. Yeah.
Right?
They have to stop that.
They know he's either bootlegging it or running up the middle. And they have a good enough secondary where they'll take away that when you bootleg that.
Right.
Especially with a guy like Brissett who's not, it's not Tua bootlegging, it's Brissett bootlegging.
I'm almost 100% sure that the Miami Dolphins are, setting up this kind of wrinkle with the wide receiver in the backfield, coming out of the backfield, to where they're gonna one of these teams are gonna have a safety cheat up and try to make a play on that type of
they're gonna go over the top.
They're gonna find a way to catch them slipping, man, and that'll be a huge touchdown. Somewhere in the future. I think that's what they're setting that play up for.
Hopefully,
maybe Mac Hollins again. You know what I mean? So
I need it. I need it against Tennessee. 10-man personnel. Trey left. One receiver split to the right. It's your cloud 6 again. Look there, right? But they're actually
that's roll 2.
They're gonna roll into cover 2 man because you see them moving, and Gaskin is gonna come wide open out of the backfield on the flat route. Tua doesn't even look to that side. Look at that. He just takes.
That was Waddle. Yeah, that was Waddle on the out route.
Yeah, my bad. I'm reading the wrong play here. I got charted. So he makes that nice throw to Waddle on the 10-yard out route. It's another big first down.
Right read, right throw.
Yeah, Trey left, 10
cover 2 man.
Boom, takes that out route. And look at how. Did you see how Chauncey played off of him on the break too?
He has to.
Because the speed. That's what the speed's gonna do, man.
Exactly.
Like, look at, he's got to get in that cushion even when he's breaking. He doesn't even want to try and undercut the route, because he's like, if I do that and they make the throw, this guy's to the house on that side, right? So like, look at this respect you're already showing Jalen Waddle. Like, that is ridiculous.
Man.
That is ridiculous.
And again, Waddle's going to be again target number one now, man. They got to find a way to get him open, and I think Tennessee's going to have a really good plan on how to shadow him, with multiple players. But
Yeah.
somebody has to step up. DVP, Gasicki, somebody has to step up in the reality of potentially, erasing Jalen Waddle. Because Mike
Bro,
Vrabel,
he's a cover 1 and a cover 2 killer, bro. Like
absolutely, yeah.
if you're gonna play
Mhm.
man on him and you're gonna give him those cushions, they're gonna take it all day and they're just gonna eat you up.
It's a wrap with him, yeah.
Like
Nobody can really cover him one-on-one.
yeah.
It's pretty dangerous.
Yeah. All right. So now Trey Wright, Smythe on the left. And we got Tua in the gun with Gaskin.
Cover 2 again.
Yep. And Gaskin is going to come wide open out of the backfield on the flat route.
I think Tua.
Sorry, is it Duke? Is it Duke or Gaskin? It's one of the
that's Gaskin. I believe that's
it's
Gaskin.
Gaskin.
But
sorry, let me just roll through this.
So
Gaskin comes wide open on that flat route. Tua doesn't even look to that side. He wanted Parker in that one-on-one matchup. See, the coverage is good. The ball needs to be thrown towards the sideline because of Parker's outside leverage, but it's underthrown like he got inside leverage. And also, Warner beat Dieter. When you look at it from this, you got a free man rushing on the stunt through the A gap. And again, Davis gets pushed back into his lap, right? So, if you look at that, and if you go look at it, I'll let you say what you got to say. But if you watch Tua's mechanics, Tua doesn't drive through this football. He's turning away from contact at the end of his release.
Right.
This is an upper body throw.
Right.
You look at that. That is an upper body throw, and he's doing it because of pressure. And you watch the full release. He turned away. Like when his front of his body turns towards the end zone, like that, he's turning away. That affects his mechanics. That affects his release. That would have been catchable if Parker had the inside, but because Parker had the outside, that is not a catchable football. And thank God Parker got a hand on it, to be quick.
Right.
But go ahead, bro.
And honestly, from what I've seen on that play, we clearly see that there's a blitz coming, right?
Yeah, and he wants that matchup. You got to take that slot though, bro.
Quarterback 101.
Yeah,
you throw wherever the blitz is coming from.
Yeah,
and when you see and that there's a drag route coming right underneath that,
you got to.
That's where you have to figure out a way to calm yourself and take a couple steps and then just fire the ball right there in the middle.
Right there, man.
And there's an easy chip off route right in front of him with Gasicki. Just dump it off in the middle. Let your receiver handle the rest. And again, those are things where Tua, and for all we know is just him still being uncomfortable with the nature of the offensive line and even the nature of his reads and his keys. When he sees blitzes like this, he has to get more and more consistent and in tune with making those routine reads and throws.
Hot reads. You got to make the hot read, man.
He has to, man. And when you see
hot
two players blitzing like that, you already know, okay, middle wide open. Where's that route coming from?
Yeah.
Boom, give it off to him. So and again, I understand that one-on-one with DVP because you would always want DVP one-on-one.
But you want that with a clean pocket. You don't want that
precisely.
You don't want that when you ID the blitzer. And he clearly IDs the blitzers. That's why he gets rid of the ball so fast.
You always want to give DVP like one of those what's the guy that remember Lob City with LA Clippers? What's the guy's name? Jordan.
Oh yeah,
I forget his name all the time.
DeAndre
Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan. Yeah.
If you give DeAndre Jordan the perfect alley-oop, he is slamming it down for a ESPN top 10 highlight. That's the same thing with DVP. When you have a clean pocket and you got that one-on-one with DVP, that's when you can give him that clean alley-oop and he will more.
But again, when you know the blitz is coming, you ID where the blitz is coming from.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You make the hot read, man.
Exactly. Just get the ball out, keep moving the football forward. You know what I mean?
True grit. He says, get comfortable with the blitz coming at you. Yeah, because Tua has shown multiple times where he's comfortable in blitz situations. Go look at Tua's numbers against the blitz. He has shown a level of comfort. he has shown multiple times where he's identified the hot read. Right, we're saying right here is I think he identified the hot read. I think he just fell in love too much with the one-on-one matchup. And
Exactly.
this could
That
go back
simple.
to what he
Mm-hmm.
saw earlier from Mac Hollins.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Again, looking at
Yes.
the surface. So, we know he's probably ID'd the hot read. The problem is you're too in love with that one-on-one matchup. This is the case of take what the defense is giving you and get out and move on to, because it's better for the way this offense is built for us to get a short to medium gain than take a deep shot.
Right.
Let's be honest with ourselves,
Right.
right? So
Yeah, it is.
right.
And
That's
again,
the way it is.
again, this comes with, watching film, coaches actually highlighting that situation for Tua absorbing it, and then, rehearsing it in practice to see and be comfortable when that situation comes up in the game situation. So,
Yeah.
every rep counts, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So all right. We got the same look as before. Trey Wright and Smythe on the left side, two in the gun, Gaskin to his left.
Mm-hmm.
You see the Saints dropping back, creeping. They got Creeper.
They rushing
Right?
five with
Yeah.
a crazy lineman right there, bro.
Yeah. And they got
Yeah.
the man creeping up there,
Mm-hmm.
the safety creeping up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is great pocket presence on display by Tua. The pocket, and I didn't notice on the broadcast as the pocket breaks down because they drop back into that cover 2, right? And
Right.
as he watch this, what's crazy is again, Cameron Jordan spins off and Cameron Jordan right in front of him, bro. Like we're talking like a yard and a half.
Dead to rights.
And what a throw on that dig route to Smythe for the completion, bro. I mean, let's watch this in full speed.
Right.
Man,
Live bullets. Mm-hmm.
this is great pocket presence on display by Tua. Like breaks down, it's a mess. And he says,
And nothing was
off
to be honest,
platform. Nothing was
nothing
open.
was really open. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
man.
man. He just
We weren't separating that great this game, other than Waddle, and when we got guys into open, when we manufactured space. Otherwise, guys weren't naturally separating that great in this game.
This is great pocket
I don't know
presence
if you
by
noticed
Tua.
that, but I noticed that.
I trust me. I noticed it all game too, bro.
And his footwork, bro. Like this is an off-platform, off-balance throw. Boom!
Right.
Look at that. That is a dart.
This
That
is
is a
excellent.
dart.
This is excellent pocket presence by Tua under so much chaos right now.
Footwork is so phenomenal. See, this is why when people said, "Oh, staying calm under the blitz," this is heavy pressure. He's staying calm under.
Yeah.
And so he shows you. Look at steps up. Look at the maneuverability, side steps, and then look at that throw. What a dart, bro!
And a really good catch to hold on to it by Durham Smythe, man.
Oh man,
because Lord knows he almost dropped that. If you remember the replay,
Lord knows he did, yeah.
but he managed to hang on to it. But great play by Tua. Like you, so again, if we can run that back one last time.
You want the God view or the
God view right here? Mm-hmm. When
you look it at the end, I don't know.
It wasn't necessarily a no look, but it was like a quick. Okay, let me get the ball out.
Dude, did he look Cameron Jordan through the windows of his soul before he made that throw? Because it looked like he's looking directly in the eye, like, watch this, son.
Nah, bro, I doubt it. Tua will be trying to avoid that as much as possible. But yeah, man, like again, if we can get back to the beginning of the snap real quick, so we can kind of point out who which lineman has to block who. When you see that head to head, we already know Dieter, he's already caught up. He only got one dude to worry about. Austin Jackson, he's left right there. Eichenberg wide left, and then Hunt and Davis, they see the two guys that they have to block. So they literally have to play either man-to-man or pass off. It's a straight blocking scheme, but these guys just get beat. You know what I mean? Davis got beat. Eichenberg pretty much got beat. Jackson got beat. It is what it is when it comes to this play. I just commend Tua for really keeping his calm under legit pressure. Like this was crazy pressure, man, from the snap to the throw. And like this is why we kind of say to ourselves, bro, If we get more out of Tua, if we get more reps, more games, give him more time to grow, I mean, we got a guy in our hands that we can actually win with, but it's not going to be an overnight sensation at all. This is definitely going to take time, and it should, because Tua is literally he's working himself into a new body altogether. You know, reconstructed hip, et cetera, et cetera. Like this is the Tua that we're working with right now. So I loved every bit of what he just did,
Dude,
as far as stepping up into the pocket.
he's developing, but he's not developing quick enough. And the reason why is, I mean, listen, there are guys who wouldn't develop at all in this scenario.
You're right, bro.
The reason, like,
you're absolutely correct.
And the reason why he's not developing at the pace everyone wants is because of what's around him. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just you know, you that's just again, context.
It's a rough reality.
Why did they go so heavy RPO, right? Well, when they went heavy RPO, it was negating the pass rush. It was giving them a run game that didn't exist. Like, people think they were going RPO just because of Tua. No, it was that helped in multiple facets of their offense. And now we've watched this game. The RPO has kind of been reared back. Sure, he's missed a few reads, but in a progression-based offense, we've seen for the most part here, you know, this is why I hate giving out letter grades before I see the All-22 when I just watch the broadcast. You know, because you get a lot more context to situations when you watch All-22.
Absolutely.
People think I say All-22 just for the sake of, like, oh, it's some special thing. No.
It's not a special phrase. It's the real deal. Yeah.
Everything. Like,
that's
broadcast cuts so much off. You know what I mean?
True.
So that's why I don't like truly passing judgment on all players
until you see the film.
The All-22, bro. That's just, I mean, that's the proper way to do it if you're an evaluator. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
anyway, hell of a play by Tua, though, man. A bunch of chaos around him.
Thing of beauty,
into the
bro.
Pocket, made the throw. So, nothing more you can ask for from this kid.
And
man.
I get. See, I agree with CB83. It's really hard to evaluate Tua with this offensive line and a lack of running game.
Very true.
Because he's not able to get to all his reads. I agree.
True.
He's being knocked off his spot real quickly. I think CB83 is spot on.
You
know, and multiple people have said that. I mean, what did who was it before we went live on Monday Night Football? Was it Steve Young who was saying Tua has shown me he can be a good quarterback, but he doesn't have enough around him with a sample size to show me whether he could be a great quarterback.
Right.
He didn't blame it on Tua. He blamed it on what was around Tua.
And honestly, through the national narrative is starting to catch up with the idea
they're realizing
that, wait a minute.
I know you weren't around, and a lot of people weren't around in the comments. If y'all were on Twitter during last season, I'm trying to remember who's that chick on ESPN. She works with like Dan Orlovsky and stuff.
Oh, I forget her name all the time. She was in the SEC first. She was like SEC football first.
Anyways, last year she was super critical of our offensive line. People like jumped down her throat, and her compadres backed her up on her counterparts on ESPN backed her up, and then now, because the national narrative is like, yo, Tua's good, but he needs more around him. They're taking victory laps on Dolphins Twitter because Dolphin Twitter attacked the hell out of him last year. It's not Mina. It's not Mina.
It's not Mina Kimes. It's the
It's not Mina Kimes.
It's the other woman that's with Dan Orlovsky that breaks down the film with them. She's a blonde lady. I forget her name all the time though. But she worked with the SEC before she got with NFL ESPN. I forget her name though all the time.
Yeah, I forget her name.
But yeah, look, everybody knows that not only is this offensive line super young, look, from left to right, rookie, second year, first year as a center, second year, and then just
it's not no, bro. Hold on a sec. Who's the chick on Good Morning Football?
Good Morning Football.
Yeah. It is Mina Kimes, the one that talks smack.
No, Mina Kimes is the
No, she's the one that talks smack. No, it's not her. I know the chick on Good Morning Football is different. I always get those two confused.
Yeah, no, they're different. Yeah.
It's Mina Kimes. I always get their names mixed up. Mina Kimes was talking smack about our offensive line last year. Dolphins
Okay.
Twitter came for her. Marcus Spears, Dan Orlovsky, everyone backed her up.
Right. Okay.
Dolphins Twitter came for her, and her and all those guys are doing victory laps on Dolphins Twitter.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the blonde lady that was on the
Laura
show.
Rutledge or whatever.
Laura Rutledge. That's her name. Yeah.
She was on the sideline. Laura
Okay.
Rutledge
Yeah.
this past game, right?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she talked to Tua after the game too. So, right. Okay. So, nah, man. I mean,
Yeah, Kay Adams is the NFL one. Kay Adams is
Kay Adams.
That's my girl right there, bro.
And again, from left to right, bro. Just
Kay
everybody take a good look. Take a good look at our offensive line. First year left tackle, first year left guard, first year center, first year right guard, and then Jesse Davis.
Yeah. But look at
this is what we got to work with, and no matter.
Let's start from left to right. Eichenberg, second stringer at best. Austin Jackson, second, third stringer. Dieter, okay, I'll give you starter. Hunt, starter. Davis, third stringer, swing tackle at best. You see what we're talking about here?
Yeah, and it's not really too much of an offense to say what we see. Obviously, they're all young, with the exception of Davis.
Yeah, but
at the same time, we have to realize
why are me and you hold on a sec. But yet, why are me and you propping up two super young guys in Dieter and Hunt? If that's the narrative, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Miss me with the young narrative because we're seeing growth. I'm not saying you. I'm saying people out there.
Yeah,
we're seeing it in Dieter in year 3, and we're seeing it in Hunt in year 2.
Both first year starters at their positions respectively too. So
man. Jackson in year 2, disaster. Eichenberg in year 1 doing his best Austin Jackson impression.
And Jesse Davis he's Jesse Davis, man. You know, more power to him. I always wish him well, but I mean, we got to call it how we see it when he goes up head to head with these guys on Sunday. He struggles a lot, you know, and I respect the growth of the offensive line throughout the year. I really do.
But here's the thing,
it's much better.
Had a sarcastic comment, so I'll say this: if Pete says Tua's holding our line back, Pete, I don't know what to tell you, bro. The fact of the matter is this. Go look at our pressure numbers before Tua. Go look at our pressure numbers with Tua. You think that's a coincidence?
Very true.
Okay.
Very true.
Like I said, in the games where we had 7 and 8 pressures only allowed, why was our time to throw the lowest it's been all season, 2.2 seconds and 2.3 seconds? That tells you they're scheming to get the ball out. Even the analytics tell you, the tape already tells you if you watch it, but the analytics even tell you they're scheming to get the ball out quick. Why?
And I think
the offensive line.
Yeah, I also think I think it's a combination of things, because even when we had Brissett back there, right? Brissett still had to, stand back there and make throws, but he was getting hit all the time because he wasn't as quick with getting the ball out, right?
Concepts out because he wasn't quick and decisive.
True, very true.
We booked on the film. We started taking it out.
And again, in Tua's case, not only is it important as far as to use the RPO to do a lot of things as far as masking wise, lack of a run game. It also keeps him, away from harm's way with the injuries.
People need to stop saying
everything helps.
People need to stop saying the RPO is because of Tua. I've said this before. I'll say it again. The tape tells you what the tape, when the tape and the analytics both tell you the same thing, there's no denying it.
Yeah.
And what it's telling you is, like I said earlier in this film study, the RPO was masking too many deficiencies for them to go away from it. That's why they got heavy with it. Because it was helping. The run game that wasn't there, it was your run game at times. The offensive line, it kept them straight up, and it kept Tua straight up, getting it out in 2.2, 2.3 seconds. And the reason they could run that was because Tua was quick and decisive. Perfect example. 2 games ago, Herbert was running a bunch of RPO. Did you notice how bad he was running the RPO?
Who?
Herbert. 2 games ago, they ran a ton of RPO.
Oh yeah.
And he was struggling with it, bro.
Yeah, that's not
Brissett,
really
when you
not really
watch
his
the
forte.
tape, when you watch the tape, Brissett, they had to take the RPO out by this third start because he was not decisive enough. Remember, we pointed out there were plays where they gave him one read, and instead of taking the handoff when they were too high, he was taking the one read to his left, which was Parker, and it was washed out. And remember, he was dead man walking because there was no other read on the play.
Yeah, our
Like
RPOs
these
RPOs are
we've
only
seen.
our
You have to
RPOs are
be
strictly designed.
You have to have a skill set, bro.
Exactly. It's strictly designed for quarterbacks with very quick feet to set up and throw, and very quick releases to get the ball out. If you don't have those two or an semblance of one or the other,
we were having 26 to 27 pressures before they went heavy RPO. Right now, we've shown we are on play what? What play are we on, Martin?
I think we're in double digits. I'm not sure.
We are on play 20. What are we on? Play 20 right now. They've ran the RPO, what, 3 times?
Yeah.
So there's been 17 pass plays out of 20 right now that are not RPO. So it's not as heavy as you're making out to make it to be right now. And they only used it heavy against teams with really good pass rushes, i.e. the Panthers, who had the number 1 pass rush. They neutralized Hassan Reddick. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, man. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's neutralizing pass rushes. That's why they use it.
Yeah, and again, I still like this play by Tua, man. Tua found a way to, get in there, avoid the pressure that was clearly on its way, and he made a hell of a throw.
Yeah, bro, this
to a
is
guy
an
that
amazing
just
throw.
came
This is
open.
a great play.
Yeah. It's a big time play by Tua.
Bro, that's
and
an
big
elite
time
play.
game.
That's an elite play, bro.
Yes. And like we always say, he makes like 3 or 4 of these a game. So
that's what I'm saying.
There's nothing.
Even when
we can really
you're like,
about.
okay, Tua was average today, he still has 3 or 4 throws that are wild throws.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, there you go. CB83 says RPO gives the offense the ability to trick defenders. When your offensive weapons and offensive linemen can't win their one-on-one battles, it gives us the ability to trick them. They think run, we pass. Yeah,
it works, man.
Yep, and vice versa, he says. So there you go, man. You can't argue analytics and tape, though. I mean, it's clear as day. The analytics are backing up the tape as to why they've been running the RPO. Yet we are into play 21, and they've only ran 3 RPO plays to this point.
Right. We've seen.
We're not even heavy RPO right now.
We've seen the flashes, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is right now, man.
And the reason why we went away from the RPO was why? Because this defense is built to take away it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
and this Saints defense is underrated, bro.
Their secondaries. All they lost was Malcolm
missing.
Jenkins, and but who are they missing? Malcolm Jenkins, who's a better run stopper than coverage guy, bro.
Right. And Demario Davis.
Like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson still would have been covering more than Malcolm Jenkins. Anyways, 2 in the gun. Duke to his right. Cover 2 man by the Saints here. 2 is going to take a deep shot to Waddle on the go route, but it's too much towards the sideline out of bounds. Now, I would have went to DVP on this because they both have the same matchup. And the reason why and I'm not even using hindsight, it's a better 50-50 high point opportunity with Parker than it is with Waddle.
Where is Parker right now?
Parker's up wide, right?
He's at the top of the screen?
Yeah.
I think he doesn't want to go to DVP
because the safety bails on the underneath Gesicki route.
Yeah. So put it like this.
And the pocket, look at how pocket that clean is. You can step up in that.
True.
You don't even have to. This looks like he predetermined to Waddle.
He did because pre-snap.
And you got time here to step up. I don't like that.
Pre-snap, he sees, the too high, right? The too high safeties.
Yeah.
One of the safeties on numbers.
He sees them shifted more towards Parker than Waddle.
Exactly. Once you see that, you already make up in your mind.
Yeah, but you gotta. But I get that, but I'm not predetermining that, bro. You can't be predetermining this play, okay? Because it's a progression play, and my issue with that is what happens when you get what happens here, where that middle opens up where you can step up into, and everything becomes an option right now, including you bailing up the middle. That's my issue with with
the decision to throw it
the
to
decision right
Jalen.
there. Like, look at the pocket you have right now, man. Like,
Yeah.
and if you like, and Jalen's just starting his, he's just starting to try and gain outside leverage. And I mean, if you even swung your head back to Parker and you saw that safety clearly biting off on Gesicki, bro, that shot. As you look at, I don't know, man. You got time there. Like, that's another issue of he's predetermining because he thinks he probably doesn't have time. Is not going to have time.
Right. This was definitely a predetermined play.
Throw.
But go back to the beginning of the God view, because it looked like Tua was looking that way.
He does look at the beginning right there.
That safety. Okay, yeah,
It's predetermined. He
it
looked
was,
that off.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
predetermined.
you can tell. Like, he looked
That was a bad.
Yeah,
that was a bad read. Yeah, it would have been different if his entire body was shifted from the very beginning of the snap toward that side. But when you're looking that way and you see that safety kind of rolling down, that is the shot you take. You do take DVP on that one.
And my thing is, he just had so much room to step up and kind of evaluate the situation. Like, you go through your progressions and evaluate the situation. You know what I mean? So, anyways, you didn't have to predetermine that. Is all where I'm at.
I'm with you.
11-man personnel, 2 in the gun, Duke to his right. Saints cover 1 man. Cameron Jordan's going to dominate Jesse Davis. He's going to swat his hands away right there. And sack on 3rd down, huge, force a 59-yard field goal that Sanders would miss, bro.
Yeah, he just got beat like a
swat.
Drum on
Look at that.
play.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Swat. Beat like a what?
Like a drum. Like that quickly. Like literally right off the snap. There was nothing that Jesse Davis could really do against Cam Jordan. Like right off the snap, it was over. That was it.
Yeah. Boom. Wrapped.
He had no effort to really block him at all.
Just
so
get this guy off my team.
They see the film. they know what to do come next year, but this is what we really have to work with right now. But even before the sack got there, was there anything that you saw if Tua read anything, whether it be quicker or had his eyes somewhere where the ball could have came out, or just nothing was available because
it looks like
of how quick that rush was?
He's taken that. Initially, he's looking at what's going to develop with Duke, because it looks like that's a dummy route just to open it up underneath for Duke. Then he moves to the middle. I mean, Gesicki's not really. You can't. Everything's covered.
No time. Yeah.
All you got is the underneath throw to Duke, and you would have had to already make it.
No time.
Yeah, everything's covered. This is good coverage, and you get the pass rush. That's not a good combination.
Wow.
Again, lack of separation, bro. You would have I'll show you. This is your window, Duke.
Ball. Yeah.
But it wasn't. Everything was. Even if he got away from that, everything was.
No
taken.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, everything was taken. Would have had to maybe make a play with your legs. All right. So we got 2 in the gun. Lindsey in the backfield, 11-man personnel. Saints cover 1. Gesicki is going to motion right there. You got 2 receivers stacked to the left.
This looks like a
Tua's going to have.
Is that a man free or cover 3? Cover 3. Okay.
Yeah. And then you're going to have Waddle's going to come on that dig, and you're going to have Hollins on that post over top. Instead of taking the right read, which is, I mean, you knew he was going to be open on the break. He throws into triangle coverage basically because this safety is going to close. But it's worse. It's the worst kind of triangle coverage. It's triangle coverage with a guy underneath.
Right.
That's the worst kind. But to his credit, he still overshoots the throw. And now he said he was trying to back shoulder this throw.
And I get it, but it was just way late. It was way too late.
You can't. I don't even think the back shoulder's there, bro. I don't think that's a good read. Even the back shoulder is not a good read. I mean, you got to take Waddle here, bro.
I think Tua makes this throw right there if the pass rush wasn't right
Bearing
on
down.
top of him.
Yeah.
But as soon as he steps up into the
It's late
pocket,
now.
it's late. Don't make that throw. Come right back down. You see the guy's back turn.
Yeah, as
Come,
soon as
be disciplined. Come down and make that throw in the
this is
middle.
see, this is easy to identify. If you watch the middle here, okay, is that Warner who's dropping back in the middle with the towel?
Yes.
As soon as Warner flipped his hips, it's gone.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? In
Yeah.
terms of like watch.
And then work your way back down. Yeah.
Because what happens is he drops back right here and Gesicki comes. It's gone.
And yeah. Yeah, man.
And
yeah, man. It's just about being disciplined in the reads.
And the thing is, though,
being disciplined.
Once they get to that second level, you can see Waddle has been free released, and you can tell Warner's committed to angling off Hollins, and the safeties are over top. I mean, this is
predetermined again. It was predetermined again. Yeah.
You got to make this. You got to make this read, man. He said he saw it. He said that he saw what he said. He decided for that rather than the easy throw. That's exactly what he said.
But per the late, the tardiness on trying to make that throw,
because he saw it open right there and he dedicated to it.
Yeah, it was dead. Yeah,
and he overshot it.
Yeah.
Now he said he was trying to back shoulder Hollins on that.
I mean, if he threw the ball like maybe a second earlier, maybe that could have worked.
I don't know.
It worked out in his favor. But regardless,
you gotta understand, like the window
is
probably gone by the time you step up, bro.
Yeah.
And you got Waddle underneath on that. Like, I don't know, man. And again, the middle of the field's right there. That's a bad read, man.
I agree.
That's a bad read. That's a bad throw.
The timing wasn't there for him to make that throw. He has to, escape the route and then come back down.
He maneuvered good in the pocket though. Look at him right here. Whoop, whoop. Resets and then he throws. Like the maneuverability in the pocket was damn good. But
that was a late throw. Yeah. Get it to Waddle.
Bad read, bad decision. All right. Saints cover one man, trips left. Tua's going to take Waddle on the slant, but Roby's going to make a great play. And he actually almost comes away with the ball, but he breaks it up instead. You see the effort there to try and come away with it. And he almost does get it.
Nothing was really open this play either, bro.
Man. I told you separation was an issue for this team. You thought I was lying, bro.
Nothing was open.
Boom. G Firm 456. I think he expected Matt to keep running vertical. He talked about it post game. He said he tried to back shoulder him on the throw. That's what he said. Those are his words, not mine. And he said Waddle was he chose that instead of the easier read, which was Waddle, which tells me he identified Waddle, but he wanted that.
Yeah, he has to be disciplined in his reads. Yeah. As soon as he sees that route is dead, come back to the next one.
Look at the pump just to get it over. Almost though by Roby. All right. So now we got empty backfield, 2 in the gun. Saints, they are going to creep up and show cover one man look. Hollins is going to get inside leverage right there. And Tua's looking his way. He identifies. And remember, we saw this look earlier, right? And instead he chose something else. Now I said he's obviously on the Microsoft Circus. Bro, this is perfect touch, perfect placement, on the money,
good timing
all day,
too.
big boy throw. And this is how you start out an eventual scoring drive. And what a response to an interception. I mean, you love to see it. Short-term memory and shaking off the last play. What a throw. What a throw. Big boy.
But Tua, the only small critique I have is, man, Tua
he's locked in on it.
He's not even being locked in. When you go to the God view, when he makes a throw, the bad habits that we keep talking about that Tua needs to potentially grow out of. Every time he makes these throws, he's turning his back away.
Yeah, because he's about to take pressure and he knows it.
Yeah,
and about to take a hit. Sorry.
Yeah, and again, those are those subtle, poor habits that he's gonna have to kind of grow out of and just make the throw without being
Yeah.
so quick to just
Just
curl
stand
up.
upright and take the hit.
Just stand, you just make fire it in there and be
Because
willing
you
to
lose
take the hit.
drive. You lose drive,
You
man.
you lose. I'm telling you, man.
You
So
lose torque,
you
kinetic
know,
energy, and drive when you do that. Yeah.
good, great read, perfect pass, but again, there's still certain things, small things that we can all clearly see he's gonna have to work on and
What a
get more
great throw,
comfortable
though,
with.
eh?
But hell of a throw,
Hell of a
hell
throw.
of a throw.
Hell
Yeah.
of a throw. All right. We got that wing back set again. 11-man personnel. 2 receivers stacked to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol.
hmm And that's looked like a cloud six again. 2 up top and 4 at the bottom.
Gonna motion forward to the left side. Then they're gonna flea flicker all day on
Got
that crosser,
him.
baber.
That was
All day on that crosser to Waddle.
the perfect play for that coverage too.
Especially after that big gain.
Yeah,
You know what
that
I
was the
mean?
perfect play for that coverage, man.
It
Look at that.
was.
Look at that.
All day. Look at that crosser.
All confused, right?
Oof.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Tua took his
Love it.
time. Offensive
Love
line
it.
blocked well enough. Duke Johnson actually, when he did the flea flicker, he went back around the block,
Yep.
which was very, very professional of him. Because I know running
Yep.
backs that
Yep.
would
Yep.
not do
Look at that.
that.
And he picked it up.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
his hands up.
Good.
It's a hell of a play.
Yeah, that was a good play. Good throw
hmm
by Tua. Good play
hmm
design. Love it. A good play call.
Exactly.
Look at
Decent
CBAT. You
blocking.
do a flea flicker for a crossing route.
I
I'll
don't know,
take it,
man.
CB. A big gain after a big gain. I'll take it, bro. All right. So wing back set again. 11-man personnel. 2
hmm
stacked to the right, 1 split wide left, 2 in the gun. And I mean, what do you
Nothing
say,
really.
bro? Now we drew a
Nothing
flag
really.
here, right?
Yeah, for roughing the passer, I
Roughing the
believe.
passer, but I mean,
hmm
again, what is there?
Nothing.
Nothing. And he's just got to try. He tried to throw it away there, but he's getting hit as he threw. Like that looked like he's trying to throw it out of the back of the end zone, but he got hit.
Man.
But nothing there, bro. Again, separation.
No.
People sleeping on how good their secondary is, bro. And nothing is there. Look at that coverage.
Well, yeah, nothing
Look at
was
that.
there.
Let me pause it for people. All right, let's pause it. Let's show what's good. Because Gesicki slipped, right? If
In the
Gesicki
beginning?
didn't, yeah. Watch, go back.
hmm
Watch, Gesicki slips coming out. Right there. Because he got
He looked
held.
like, yeah, it
He
looked
got
like he was
held.
held.
He drew a flag for that, remember? He drew a flag.
Okay, yeah,
They
and they
had 2
declined it.
penalties. They had
Yeah,
the hold and they had
roughing the passer.
roughing the passer, and we took the
Low
roughing the
hit.
passer.
hmm
So
Low hit on the
again,
quarterback.
boom.
Maybe the only thing he can probably take a shot with was that wheel route towards the right side, but even
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. Tough
risky.
break.
Yeah,
Because especially when he starts moving his body there, right? Like
yeah.
kind of limit yourself to that right side of the field. All right. So now out of that trips bunch, they're gonna motion. You see Shaheen's in line right now.
hmm
It's 1-man personnel. Smythe split out to the right here, and they're gonna motion right there. Here comes the motion, and it's Lindsey into the backfield, and then they motion him back again. Great play design.
Yep.
I have to show it because it is a jet toss, and it's a forward toss, so this is a touchdown pass. I love the play design, man. It makes you think they're gonna bootleg it right there, and maybe option it or throw it out to Lindsey. And I like that. That's a great play design, bro.
They say get the ball to Waddle by any means necessary,
But
bro.
look at this is a good design. They make you think like the way they look, make it look like it's gonna be a bootleg option.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And
Flicked it right
boom,
back in the
flipped it right
inside.
back.
Yep.
Yeah. The
That was a
only
great play.
separator on our team, bro. He can even separate into the backfield.
That was a great
Great play
play
design.
design.
Great play design. And good play call. And Jesse Davis is pretty trash.
Yeah, as
Because look at
usual.
this against Cameron Jordan. Why are you
That's not
blocking
too
no
bad.
one
That's
in the
not too
end zone? Why are
bad.
you
That's not too
blocking?
bad.
You're leaving
But
them.
it's still
You
soft
the
though.
tight end, like, yo, you got him, bro. The tight end, you got him, you got him, you
You
got him. I
got
got
Cam.
this. All right,
You take Cam
nice
Jordan. I'll take the
patty
other guy.
cake. Yeah, I'll take the safety. Well, that's what he said. I'll take the safety. You got this guy.
And Durham Smythe actually held his own too, bro.
Yeah, he did.
I rock with Smythe, man. He's a better blocker all around than
Oh, agreed.
Jesse Davis. But
All right, Trips bunched on the left. We got 11-man personnel.
definitely looks like a potential cover 3 here.
Yep, and 2 is in the gun.
Mm-hmm. Waddle's back in the backfield again?
Yes, he is, and they're going to motion him to that right side. He's going to go out on that swing again. 2 is going to get flushed out, and
he took a
slide, son.
Shot, bruh.
Slide, son.
I was terrified after that, bro.
Look at watch. He gets flushed out, bro. Again, other than that drag, it's too late because he's flushed. Nothing's there. Like, that drag is now a cross-body throw when he's flushed out.
That is oof.
Right.
Yeah.
So
he couldn't.
Where if you sit in that
didn't
pocket,
really hold up.
Yeah. Because the tackles again, Eichenberg got his back to the end zone. Jesse Davis getting pushed into his lap, and Austin Jackson he's in no man's land, and the drag's coming right here. But Tua, he's reading Gesicki right now, and by the time he moves off Gesicki, he has to move out.
Yeah, nobody was open.
No one's open, and then he takes a big hit.
A shot, bro. A big hit. And when you hear it live, bro, I was like, damn.
Yeah, this is a big shot.
I'm glad he just got back
those
up.
Type of hits, man. Literally bumped to flush out. Oh. Man, I hate Jesse Davis so much. Can I just say that, bro? Like, I don't like this guy, dude.
Go ahead, man. He's and again, as much as we're watching film and we can clearly see what's going on, trust me, these guys in the front office, the coaches,
running laps like
after every game,
bro. Every practice, I'd be having to run 500 suicides just for being Jesse Davis.
Lord. Crabbing the whole field and stuff.
Yeah, just for being Jesse Davis.
Honestly, man, the number one thing I clearly can see is the problem with Jesse Davis is he's just he doesn't play with a mean streak at all.
No,
like he's not an aggressive blocker.
Same with
at
Austin
all.
Jackson and Eichenberg.
Yeah, man. There's no mean streak in them when it comes to blocking.
Charmin, bro.
We got to address that.
Yeah, bro. We got the Charmin crew, bro. I don't know what to say.
Big teddy bears. Yeah.
11-man personnel. I believe that's Duke Johnson to his right in the shotgun. 2 receivers split to the left, and they're going to motion Waddle.
That's essentially still cover 2 man, it looks like.
And again, they jet toss it to Waddle.
Yeah, good toss. Good quick play. And I actually attribute these kind of like quick tosses to like if you're gonna run like a screenplay or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just something quick, get the ball in a playmaker's hands.
Yeah.
See what they can do.
These guys can't block downfield on screen, so let's do it.
Let's do it this way.
Right? Let's do it this way. All right, so you see this wingback set here again.
Right.
12-man personnel pistol. 2 receivers one receiver on each side, single high, cover 1 man look.
Yeah.
It's off a little bit, and free rusher is coming. Great play. Step up and big throw to Gesicki out to the left. I mean, you look at again that elite pocket presence.
Another big time play
tonight. Huge play. All he does is move and look at the free man comes. Here comes
Eichenberg.
Eichenberg's a joke. So, thank God. Imagine if that was Watson and that's the blind side. Oh my God,
Lord.
Think about that one for a sec.
Out for the season.
Thank God he's open, bro. So, and he had help on that side. So,
shout out to Tua, man, for just being the athlete on that play, stepping up, keeping his composure, making a throw.
Shout out to Gesicki for showing up. Pete donates $10. Said it's crazy thinking my force with Jesse if we trade for Watson right now. I'm gonna complain about the O-line so much and the tables will turn. I already told you, bro. I've already set myself up. I've told y'all. If you think I'm harping on the O-line right now with Tua, if they trade multiple first-round picks and pay Deshaun Watson $40 million a year, if you think I'm bad on the O-line right now, wait until we have that kind of investment in an asset back there.
With
And
this
I'm going to be
O-line.
10 times worse than I am right now. I will be calling for Greer and Flores' head if this continues, and yet they invest that much into Deshaun Watson and basically say, all right, man, our fifth overall pick, make it work. You're an all-pro. Go out there and get it done, bud. No. If you are going to trade for Deshaun Watson and he becomes that valuable of an asset, putting the right pieces around him become even more of a priority in my book. I'm sorry. He does not, just because you upgrade the player does not mean I'm going to give you a pass for not upgrading around the player. Quite frankly, if you're going to make a run with this defense and Watson, it needs to be even more priority. And Watson has an injury history too. So this investment is worth more than Tua. Let's call it spade a spade.
Absolutely.
Tua's worth one pick. That player is worth like 3 or 4 first-round picks. And I'm talking about trade value right now,
right.
and $40 million a year. You
Right.
don't play no games, bro. That, like I said, Tua is the diamond in the rough. But if you're going to give up all that capital for one player, that guy becomes your crown jewel. You need to take care of that, like, so we can get 10 years out of the guy. I'm not trying to have you guys cut 2 to 5 years off his lifespan just because you want to make a run in 2 years. You know what I mean?
You got to protect the quarterback by all
Same
means.
thing with Tua. You got to protect this kid, man, because it's going to help for his development. It's going to help him get better if this is who you roll with. Either way, don't matter if it's Watson or Tua, fix the offensive line. Don't be negligent.
Agreed 100%.
So,
and they know what to do.
Starters right now, man.
They know what to do, man.
Like, thank God Tua has good elite pocket presence because this guy would be killed.
That was
Mac
a hell
Jones
of a play.
was back here, oh my God. You know what I mean? It'd be a disaster, bro. I'm sorry, it would be. Empty set. 3 to the right, 2 to the left.
It's like a zero coverage right there.
Cover 0. Giving us a taste of our own medicine. And he's going to throw it up. And Gesicki should have got the flag, bro.
Agreed. They never call it on.
What is going on? Even Waddle down at the bottom. If you watch Waddle, who actually came open, and that could have been a read for him. If you watch Waddle, even Waddle, who's on the bottom of the field, says, "Where's the flag?" But look at that quick out. He's wide open with Gaskin. You know.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a
with Gaskin
kind of collision. Yeah, it was a little bit of a collision, but I like that read by Tua. I like the matchup.
The flag.
No flag. Something about Mike Gesicki. These refs give him no love, bro.
No love, bro.
None.
We've pointed this out all year. Where is the guy's got his arm, man.
Right.
Like Gesicki can't make a play on the throw. What's going on?
I don't know. There's something going on that we don't know. That these referees do not give Gesicki.
Yeah, Gesicki's not getting the breaks. We pointed that out so much this year. Okay, so this is the play, guys. I want everyone to watch this. So this is this is the slant on 3rd down. Okay, we got empty backfield, Trey right, 2 to the left. Gaskin's wide. He's gonna run a slant. He's the one far out outside the 20 to the top of your screen. He's gonna run a slant. Tua's gonna make a throw that, we call it a can opener throw.
Yeah.
You're gonna open them up for that can of whoop ass right now, all right? And I want everyone to watch. If you look at the bottom, what's his face? Waddle. He's gonna run it's like a wheel, right?
Right. The delayed wheel route.
Yeah, he's gonna run a delayed wheel route. Watch how open. And this is the play where when I was cutting this up yesterday, this is the first time ever I said, "Come on, Tua, you got to make that read, bud."
Yeah.
This is the first time I got frustrated, and the reason why, guys, you've been feeding Waddle all night. Start your progression there. Why are you starting with freaking and the wheel has been given to you a couple times tonight.
Right.
Dude, I don't like Gaskin on slants. He's small. You have to be more accurate because it's a smaller window because he doesn't have reach. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's not good at contact catches. I don't like that.
Right.
I'm not a fan of Gaskin on this. Like, I get what he's
It's
doing. Now, if
mm,
that's Parker or that's Waddle instead of Gaskin on that slant, all day.
right.
All day.
Right.
I don't like Gaskin on that. Anyways,
Right.
watch
And
Waddle.
and
Waddle literally jumps.
yeah,
Like,
and unfortunately for Tua, man, this again, the room for growth is still here,
look at
man.
that. Because he was
Yeah.
caught flat-footed, right?
Yeah.
He didn't know who to take,
The room for
right?
growth is still here.
He doesn't know which man to take right
Look,
here. Am I taking Parker or am I bailing out on Waddle? And he's like, oh, I'm late. Look at Waddle got his hand up. It's all
yeah,
day. Even
yeah,
Gesicki over the middle all
right.
day.
And Tua has to understand, look, when you see that
Oh, look.
type of coverage, like zero, and you have a wheel route coming in, you have like a drag with Gesicki over the middle coming, he
The
knows
middle's
he
always
needs to
open on
just
cover zero. Like, what?
it, but I'm just saying, no, when I know my route concepts and I see a potential band coverage with no safeties, that wheel route has to be a quick three and then ball out, to the back of
Yeah,
the end zone almost. And
Waddle.
he was predetermined, to go to his running back on this again, and just something Tua needs to really just
You see
hone in
Waddle.
on pre-snap perfection. Like people, and this actually what separated Drew Brees from a lot of quarterbacks, bro. His pre-snap determination was out of this world, Hall of Fame, you know. And Tua mentioned this in the offseason. He has to work on his order of
Well, and
operation.
the pick
And
play is to Waddle's side, bro. The pick play
yeah,
is not to the slant side.
yeah,
They're
it was
scheming
there.
Waddle open on this left side right here.
It was there.
Like, that's why I'm so like, and this is the guy you've been feeding all night.
Yeah, it
Like,
was there.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Start to Waddle, see where it's at, and then snap your head back.
Shoot, if
Like,
anything, I'm
because
working
even the
Waddle to
middle, I'm working
Gesicki
Waddle to
to
the middle,
yeah,
bro. You work from
exactly.
left to right, you're hitting
Yeah,
Waddle or Gesicki on this right now
yeah, yeah.
because
So it's just
Warner's
it's just
chilling.
it's just it's just something he has to go back, into the film,
Yeah, I want to see
kind
this.
of critique
Run this
himself and
again.
say, I got to
Run
do
this
that. I got to
again.
do that better. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You got to run this again, bro.
Mm,
Like, I want to see them run this in another game, and after Tua
yeah.
watches it in the
Tennessee.
film room,
Mm-hmm.
because this is one where you point him and say, "Bro, you got it there." You give him
Mm-hmm.
this play again because we've even seen him in game, right? We saw earlier he didn't identify the matchup with Hollins. They gave him the same matchup later in the game. They obviously gave him the surface. He saw the matchup, he took it, and he had that 40-yard plus bomb. Same
Right.
thing here. There wasn't enough game time left for him to identify it and them to go back to it. But I would go back to this play because I think it'll work.
Especially in the red
And I
zone.
did wonder, you have to ask yourself,
Mm-hmm.
I know the pick's there. Do you think Devontae Parker gets called if they go to that side?
No.
No, because he gets his back
Um.
turned, right? And he
Yeah.
doesn't use his hands.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
he's his hands are out of the way. He's forcing himself into the inside route, and I think it would have been too quick for the referee to throw that type of flag
Yeah.
right there. I
My
obviously
frustration
Tua
was
has
you
to
gotta
make the
start that
throw,
side,
but
bro. That's
yeah,
been your guy all night, and the pick is to that side. And
yes,
the other reason why Gesicki over the middle is that's a theme me and you have pointed out a ton, especially in the red zone, where
yeah,
they're giving us that middle and Gesicki. He'll take Gesicki in triple coverage to the sideline or to the back of the end zone, but he won't take Gesicki over the middle. You know what I mean?
and again,
And it's there a lot.
yeah, exactly. Tua is making these mistakes essentially because he doesn't want to make mistakes
Yeah,
right here. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. Doesn't
Like
want to turn the
this
ball
is
over.
still scoring range, right?
Yeah.
So he wants to play a certain type of football to make sure that he's either gaining yards or not turning the ball over. So that was the case right here.
Yeah.
But regardless, look at Gesicki was coming open.
And he
We
opened
already
up
see
Gaskin like a even if Gaskin makes that catch, bro,
he gets blown up
he gets
regardless.
blown
Yeah,
up, dude.
yeah.
You
So
can't open them. That's the problem. So, and my thing is, you got to start with the progression with the guy you've been feeding all night. Plus, the pick is to that side. The
yeah,
play. If you're gonna ask reason, where was this play designed from? Just by looking at it, it looks like it was designed to start from the left to the right. It
yeah.
does not look like it was designed to start from the right to the left. Because if
Right.
you start from the right to the left, the pick is useless. Why are you running that
Yeah.
pick?
The real route is dead by the time you
Yeah,
go
the
right
real
to
run is
left.
dead by the time you get there. So,
But left to right, that underneath where Gaskin probably still pops
oh, it's
open
all
somewhere.
there. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's again, it's something that Tua needs to go back to the drawing board to see.
yeah.
And I think he'll get it right, man. He has
Yeah,
to.
man. He will.
Mhm.
Yo, the guy's still young in his career, man. He's still young in his
We
career. He'll
we
get back
we
to it. He'll get it.
yeah, and
That's
we
why
keep
we'll see. You've
seeing.
seen what they do
Mm-hmm.
in games. He'll miss a read. They'll give him
Mm-hmm.
another shot at that play. He'll make the read. We've seen that in multiple games. It's not just tonight we saw it. We saw it with the Hollands big game. They gave him the read again. He made the throw. So,
Mm-hmm.
you're learning, right? When you've seen
Mm-hmm.
everything, that's when it comes easier. But
Right.
yeah, man. Let's see him give that read again because I like the play design, and I think we
Mm-hmm.
can get something, bro. But
There's a couple plays in here that we need to revisit
I agree.
as an offense and have
Bootleg play.
spin-off plays off of that
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So
agree, man. All right. Yeah, because there was a tons of times where we pointed out there's 4 or 5 times where we pointed out we love the play design, right?
yeah, man.
So that's probably like
Mm-hmm.
one of the highest numbers this year for all the film studies we've done. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, final takeaways, man.
I thought it was a good performance against a really good defense.
I went
People,
from a C to a C plus.
exact same thing.
That's why I don't
I
like
had
putting out
him
those letter grades before I
early,
talk about
right?
what
Yeah,
to do. Yeah.
yeah. I had him like around a C plus after the game, but now seeing that, I'm definitely gonna like bump him up again to like a B minus. Like
Mhm.
there's so many things that you can look at and be like, man,
Yeah.
against this type of defense, he made a lot of good plays, a lot of solid plays, and a lot of quick plays to where you needed to make those plays to move the ball on this defense. But overall, we can clearly see that there's still so much room to grow,
Yeah.
and we have to be mindful, man.
But think of it, he's this
Tua's not a
good with
finished
that.
product.
He
Hmm.
makes these wow throws and he makes plays
Right,
that are really impressive. And, other than these last 2 games where I guess he's been average, and I guess in the Jets game, I gave him a C minus. So this one I gave him a C
right,
plus. So he
right,
average to below average the last 2 games, I guess.
right.
But you look from the Ravens game to hit, up into the Jets game,
Panthers, yeah,
he was
yeah.
phenomenal,
Giants,
bro. So, like, what I'm saying is, if he's this good and we see these many good flashes and we see this much positive and
yeah,
he's still developing, imagine what he's gonna be when he develops, man.
right. And again, he was on a roll, heading into that bye week, and ever since the bye week, it's just been a slow and steady trend of trying to find his footing again.
Yeah,
But this is the type of game in Tennessee. You talk about a 1 p.m. game, like this is one of those games where, okay, playoff time. This is playoff football now.
yeah.
Let's get these things together, and let's try to make more plays. And I think Tua is gonna do what he's gonna do. Watch the film,
So I think
critique
year 3,
himself, and
like
make the plays that he knows he needs to make.
like Oos Juice is saying here, if we get to a year 3, it's going to be amazing. I'm expecting him to take a huge leap next year. I expected
Mm,
a leap this year, but next year I
for
expect a
sure.
real leap because he's played most of the schedule. He's had a
Yes.
legit training camp under his belt.
Hmm.
Next
He'll
year is
have
when I
better
think he's
players around
yeah,
him.
I think
Mm,
I think wherever he is, you know what I mean, hopefully here. Um,
mm.
so we Tua Tuesdays next year could be Watson Wednesdays, but I'm hoping for Tua Tuesdays.
Watching Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna still do it next year if it's Watson. So
Yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
don't matter. So,
Mm,
but yeah, Tua, like, I see so many positives, and yet there's
mm.
still so much room for growth. That's a
Absolutely.
good thing.
I
Like,
know.
that shows you there's
For,
a high ceiling. That's what that tells
exactly.
you,
For your
right?
young quarterback, I
Yeah.
mean, his floor is when he makes like really bad turnovers and interceptions.
And he still
His
wins
floor is
them,
that he's
right?
going to
So
come
it's
back
not
and
his
score
floor.
again.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's his floor. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
yeah,
his
yeah,
ceiling is going to be, what it's going to be once
yeah,
he gets there. But
yeah,
in time, man,
yeah,
I trust the process and I
yeah.
trust Tua right now. So
So do
I'm
I, man.
with you. Hmm.
All right, brother. Guys, I'll be back. Tonight's Wednesday. I'll be back Friday. We'll
Hmm.
preview the Tennessee game, baby. Number 2
Hmm.
versus number 7, a legit playoff game because if the playoffs started today, we'd be playing in Tennessee on Sunday against the Titans. So this is a legit playoff game. I'm so hyped, man. I really got a
Hmm.
feeling if we win this game, I think we win out, man. This is the game I think that
Hmm.
sets the tone for our playoff
It
run.
did. You took the words right out of my mouth. If you win a game like this in Tennessee, elements are going to play a factor. If you go to Tennessee and they're willing to win a game to maintain the number 2 seed, right?
Mhm.
I'm telling you right now, knocking off a team like Tennessee is going to be huge for the Patriots game, and then moving forward, if we win the Patriots game as well, heading into the playoffs, I see a playoff run. To be honest,
Mhm.
considering the momentum, the streak, um, just the magnitude of a
Dude,
playoff game.
if
I
the
mean,
Tennessee Titans win, they clinch their division. So
right.
they've got a lot.
Mm,
Someone asked, I'm trying to find it. BA Fins, do you contribute throwing high on mechanics reason? His mechanics were actually pretty good on that overshot. I think it was just he wanted to go back shoulder and it was
right.
overshot. He stepped up and showed good maneuverability in the pocket. His now I didn't really look at where his toe was pointed, but from what I saw and what I remember, I thought his mechanics were actually decent on that throw. I think that was just a miscommunication between him and Hollins, and that's why it looks as bad as it does.
Right. Right.
And by the way, Martin, if you
He,
didn't know,
mm.
dude, did you know? To a town, baby.
There you go.
Let's get it, baby. Let's
There
get
you
it.
go.
Let's get it.
Get the
Um,
merch out, man.
yeah, man. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in again. Martin, always a pleasure, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Bro, I love
Appreciate it.
breaking down, film with football minds, bro. It's honestly, this is a show. I know a lot of work goes into it in terms of clipping everything up and all that stuff, but
Hmm.
and us watching it before we actually go live,
Hmm. Hmm.
bro. It's honestly one of my favorite shows, man. So honestly
Appreciate it, man.
enjoyable. Ball game wherever you are right now. Hope you're safe on the road. If you stopped in to
He,
say hi to EM when you pass through Texas, let me know, bro.
yeah, that'll be fun, bro.
Yeah, he's driving home from Cali to Kissimmee, so
Wow. Hey man, be safe. Be safe,
yeah,
ball game.
yeah,
The road is wicked out here, man. It's New
yeah.
Year's, bro.
Take it easy, brother.
For
Exactly. Drive
real.
safe, man. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. I'll see y'all on Friday night. Tomorrow I'll be recording the new episode of the Finish Line with Ball Game. I'll also be recording the new episode of Fin Too Deep with Neil Driscoll. Until Friday, guys, you already know what time it is. Fins up all day, every
Peace.
day, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Smash that like button, subscribe.